What's up, y'all? Testing, testing, testing. Y'all hear me? What's up, y'all? Hope y'all enjoying the day. Hold on, just give me a sec real quick. Alright, cool. I think that's good enough. Alrighty. I think I'm done here. Good to know. That's cool. Alrighty. What's good, everybody? Liam, welcome, welcome. Tortoise, welcome as well. I decided to stream just because I had nothing to do for the weekend. Oh my gosh, I just realized that, bruh, the Dragon Balls are so badly edited. What happened to them? I mean, it just be like that when it comes to AI, I guess. What's up, everybody? Every time, whenever there's a live stream from me, I just have to click bait. I don't know. Just random, just a random topic. I'm like, what should I label this live stream? Oh, I know. The Sonic and Goku. All right, cool. Good enough for me. I finally learned how to add a chat box in the stream. Yay! I leveled up by 1 point of intelligence. Awesome. Glad to see everyone's doing well today. We're close to the Thanksgiving. Almost forgot. I'm not sure if the audio is synced up, if it's too loud or too quiet. But hopefully it's fine. Oh, yeah. Also, I thought it was a great way to relax after finally posting something after gosh knows how long. Actually, how long has it been? 7 months? Oh, it's been 7 months since the last video. Oh, that hurts. That hurts, man. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that took that long for any material to come out. Gosh dang it. I mean, it just be like that sometimes, you know? Funny enough, I finally started playing Sonic Frontiers, and so far it's pretty fun. Well, that's good to know. I wouldn't mind playing it. I don't own the console, but, you know, it is what it is. Trying to learn how to code. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't even bother. I'm just like, ones and zeros, that's good enough for me. Oh, cool. Chuck is also live, too. That's cool. Yeah, 7 months. Gosh dang it. I'm so sorry, everybody. It should not have taken that long for me to post something new. Ugh. I mean, to be fair, I was kind of in a weird situation, personally. But thankfully, things have resolved itself. I'm finally back on my feet. I'm finally back doing my my typical stuff. I mean, unfortunately, because of work, I won't be able to put that much time on my overall research and progress, but at least I don't have the financial burden anymore. I'm a small power scaler, and seeing your videos really make my day. It helps me get better at my scaling and debating. Thank you a lot. Oh, no problem. Oh, no problem. Thank you very much, DBZ God. I'm happy to hear that. I definitely enjoy doing my videos as well. It's more of a side gig, but it's always fun just getting to know more about the series you grow up with, or just series you want to get into, and just pay attention to the small nuance that people often, I guess, how would you say? Like, not look down upon, but kind of ignore, you know? Or take things for credit, you know? Oh yeah, the reason why I mainly scale DBH and DB games. Yeah, well, that's what's up. Work be like that, but hey, money's good. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if it helps pay for my, you know, videos, that also helps. Disgustingly broken. Yeah, it do be like that. It do be like that. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the reason why I made the specific topic is just because I finally am reading the Archie Sonic issues, because I've grew up with Sonic since, gosh knows how long, since I was like 3 or something. But I was just more of a games and cartoons only. I never grew up with the comics. Like, in my area, there are no comic books or just a place to buy comics in general. So I never had that opportunity to like get physical copies. And yeah, the internet was still young, so I don't think at the time there was any ways to read it online. But now I am, and yeah, I'm learning quite a bit. I mean, for one, it's a fun read, but scaling wise, oh my goodness. Okay, so originally I was gonna label this live stream Archie Sonic versus GT Goku, the most overhyped Sonic versus the most overhyped Goku. Who wins, right? Unfortunately, I couldn't find a good photo for the thumbnail, so I'm like, yeah, just put Goku. That's good enough for me. Actually, yeah. Currently, I stopped just today at issue 200 for the Sonic run. I have been reading everything chronologically, so I did read, you know, the what's it called? The Knuckles spin-off, Sally, Tails, all those other jazz. I like to say I'm like, let's see, if you include Sonic Universe. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I want to say 50% done. If we're just saying purely the original STH run, then I guess I'm basically 2/3 the way done. But with everything put together, I guess I'm 50% done. But that's still good nonetheless. Some Spider-Man stuff, some Batman stuff. That's pretty cool. Star Wars, yeah. He isn't as strong as people make him out to be. Building and city level base Archie Sonic is very consistent. Yeah, that's the unfortunate truth. I think that's the main issue when it comes to like game characters, is just consistency because of gameplay concessions. You know, it's kind of like with Kratos. It's like, oh yeah, this guy can literally destroy multiverses, but bro just still struggles to like push a door or like has to climb up ladders and stuff. So it's like, is that type of inconsistent, or not inconsistency, but just concessions to the narrative being made. But to be fair, even Sonic has its fair shares of problems in general when it comes to that. Dark Reflection, what's up? You didn't miss much. I just started. Yeah, I just it's just the bait, but I mean, to be fair, I can still talk about things besides Dragon Ball. I know, shocker, right? But I actually do know my fair share of things regarding Sonic and stuff. Heroes, Goku, one-shots. Nah, Todd. Well, first of all, welcome, but nah. You're not understanding the meta of Archie Sonic. Archie Sonic is boundless to the power of 1. And because of that power of 1, he's slightly 0.000 negative 1 to the power of 2, parentheses, dash, comma, minus 1, faster and stronger than Goku, so therefore he solos. Yeah. I will say from a just from a reading perspective. From a reading perspective, the Archie run is actually it's okay. That's the best way I can just describe it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not perfect. It's not the worst thing ever. But it's also not like amazing. It's still very fun, which I can definitely am happy to say, coming from just Sonic in general. It's a fun read. I don't see it as like the pinnacle of Sonic quality or like pinnacle of fiction quality, but it's alright. It's okay. I think currently with where I'm at, it's definitely building up some steam, you know, about time. But in terms of just, I guess, maybe the impact, I think I can see why it's been able to run for so long. How impactful it's been for the series as its own identity. So I can definitely say it's an entertaining read. I definitely didn't feel like it was a waste of my time or it was I mean, to be fair, it might be a little overhyped, but otherwise, it's definitely not, you know, like, ugh. I say it's a light recommendation for me. A lot of people Sonic by saying he's a measure speed, timing, they fail, those Sonics combine. So I don't know where they're getting an idea. Motorcycle did this by himself. Yeah. I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. It'd just be like that. Oh, yeah. I guess it's just a quick side note, but yeah, I try to make random donation stream goals, I guess. Just why not? So yes, $10. That's my new goal. It's I know I've been like holding back on doing other projects besides Dragon Ball, but I know for a fact there is one Sonic project I can definitely feel confident in being able to do. There is literally just one thing I need to afford. Just to eventually complete the rest of my research for the project. But otherwise, it's nothing that major. But yeah, if you want to help out on that eventual Sonic video, then there you go. It's definitely not Game Sonic. Sorry to disappoint, but it is a Sonic video nonetheless. Mortal Kombat's not. No, stop. No, wrong channel, bro. That's not. We don't do that. We don't do that here. Oh my gosh. That's the end of that music. If any of y'all can guess where that song comes from, you get a free brownie point. Speaking of Sonic, let's put some Sonic themes in here. Let's see, what's a good Sonic theme going on? Oh, what's it called? Gosh dang, I already forgot the theme name. I'm a true Sonic fan, as you can clearly tell. There you go. Do you think a lot of people misunderstanding what the word tanking means and scaling? Some people out there some people out there believe that tanking an attack means surviving it even if it hurts them. Do people misunderstand it? I mean, I guess to an extent, probably. Yeah. I guess it just depends on the context, but yeah. I mean, I feel like that it's kind of self-explanatory. Like, when you tank it, you literally, like, just tank the thing. Like, you don't get a scratch. Like, there's a difference between literally getting hit by a supernova explosion and then you just brush it off. Like, you just, like, brush your shoulders like, oh, what happened? Like, like, literally nothing. And then someone surviving a planet explosion, and then it's like that, it's like what was it? The Monty Python and the Holy Grail is like, oh, I lost an arm, I lost a leg, I lost my entire, like, upper torso. Oh, but this is a scratch. It's like, yeah, no, you did not tank that attack. I mean, you survived, but that's not you tanking it. That's just you barely surviving. Title Tempest US. I mean, yeah, I can do that. Hold on, let me put it on real quick. Bro, I don't care what people has to say. Sonic CD has some good music. Yeah. If it's too quiet, you could just tell me. Archie Sonic Chaos Control only works on Chaos Energy. He only affected the Super Genesis wave due to it being pure Chaos Energy. He tried to do this in World Collide and he failed. Oh, really? What's up, Gigano Terror? Yeah, let me first... Yeah, I'll respond to Liam next. So first, Terror. Can Garlic Jr. and Cooler be argued as Toriyama canon since they are included in the official Daizenshuu timeline? The answer is no, unfortunately, because I think people kind of confuse continuity as the same as canon, which is where most of the debates or like disagreements tend to happen. So the reason why I, have done so many videos on canon as the introduction, it's not Toriyama canon because he didn't work on the anime and he didn't even create those characters. He did the design, but he didn't wrote the stories. That was Koyama. And while he has went out to say that the anime is quote unquote the manga or vice versa, he then says that the movies are different dimensions. And then even in Super Era, he still makes a distinction between saying, oh yeah, the movie is canon to the anime, but then he kind of like sidelines the manga version of Super. So even he kind of acknowledges that there is like a separate continuities, even if everything's still canon to the franchise. So, and also that Zenshu, he does consider it valid, but again, that was more of a Toei thing, Toei and Bandai type of situation, or Shueisha decision, but not necessarily a Toriyama thing. And especially when Super Broly, gave him the opportunity to like maybe canonize Frieza's extended family, we still don't get much of like Cooler being like a quote unquote officially Toriyama canon, if that makes sense. So yeah, it obviously both of them can be like Toei canon or I don't know, movie canon, maybe like anime composite canon, but Toriyama canon, nah. And actually, another reason why that kind of makes it difficult to say is because like he literally supervised the entirety of Dragon Ball Online, and not only the game, but there is the official online guidebook that has a full extended timeline to like list out the blank areas of like blank time periods post Oob, and they literally do not canonize GT within Dragon Ball Online. So it's like when people that's why it's always it's kind of weird to argue people because they kind of are acting a bit disingenuous. It's like, oh, GT is top priority. It's like, no, it's not. What about Online? What about Heroes? What about Xenoverse? What about Legends? What about Dokkan Battle? What about Super? You know, there's too many different continuities that are all top priorities because they're still being run, they're still being produced. Yet for some reason fans are like, no, GT is the only important canon. It's like, no, they're all important to some extent. Oh yeah, going back to so Liam, so like I was saying, I just stopped today at issue 200. Yeah, I was about to read my last issue, but I decided to just drop it for tomorrow. So I still have to read up to 290, the last chapter of the Archie Sonic run. Apparently, I wasn't aware how long Sonic Universe ran up to, but it's also near to the 100s. So yeah, that's like another 200 chapters having to read. And then I have to read the Mega Man issue special crossover. And I think there's some like minor like free comic day special one-offs. But otherwise, I'm getting close to finally finishing off everything. But I will agree that, spoiler alert, Sonic is not as strong as people make him up to be. Like obviously, like, oh my gosh, I want to say since 2019, I always just took people's word for granted, you know? Like, if someone told me, hey, Numbs, Sonic is multiversal to the power of 7, I just said, you know what, bro? I'm gonna just assume you read everything, you paid attention to everything to the context. I wouldn't know. I haven't read anything. So I'm gonna just take your word for it, you know? And I want to say I agree. I'm just saying, hey, from what I've heard from the community, from what I've been heard or told, I'm gonna just assume that's the case. Now that I've read, not nearly to the very end, but the fact that I've read, you know, more than 50% of the story of the verse, why? Like, bro, I've never felt so underwhelmed reading it from a power scaling perspective. Again, from a reading entertainment thing, I actually have my fun. But if we're just talking about purely for scaling, man, I just am like, why? Why are people overhyping this version of Sonic so much? Like, I never understood the necessity to, like, overhype one specific feat when, like, 99 of the rest of the feats is, like, so painfully, like, basic. Like, again, I go back to my example. It's like imagine if I wrote a story where 99% of the feats and scaling and lore was just street level, maybe wall level plus as the max for, like, god tier character. But then there's one outlier feat that accidentally put them to, like, universal level, and for some reason fans overhype the heck out of this one feat and just ignore the rest of the context. It's like, yeah, this verse is universal, even though that was just that one moment accidentally, while 99% is consistently lowballs average human to, like, street level. It's like, why? Like, I don't get it. And it's not even a Sonic problem. It's like anything top. Yeah. Most people nowadays only care about Archie Sonic stability for power scaling purposes. It's like honest. I mean, for me, even from a story perspective, I think it was fun. I don't think it's like comes to the other issues, like even the games for Sonic. Like obviously, there's the main memorable titles. You know, the Adventure era, the infamous 06, Unleashed and stuff. But there's also like the in betweens that people don't talk about. You know. And even Dragon Ball has that issue. It's like, oh, well, the movies has insane scaling. It's like, yeah, you mean Fusion Reborn. Like, are you going to hype up Weelo from World's Strongest? No. Are you going to hype up Turles and his Tree of Might? No. Slug? No. Cooler? Maybe Meta Cooler. Android 13? No. Broly? Oh, yeah, totally. Bojack? No. It's like, yeah, let's overhype, like, maybe 3 films out of the other 12. So that's literally 75 movies that are terrible examples, while the other 25 is actually good material. So it's the same as with the Archie Sonic. It's like, oh yeah, let's overhype the 10% of the scaling, while the rest of the 90% is really mediocre and forgettable. It's like, okay, alright, sure. And that's another issue, is like, at least with Dragon Ball, because it is a shonen battle-focused story that emphasizes, maybe it's not a good execution, but it's still nonetheless a progression. You can still at least, you can feel out the attempt of progression in a linear format, where Sonic is not a, he does, maybe not by his core, but to a certain extent has some shonen characteristics, but the very storyline is not very much like Dragon Ball, where there is like growth, quote unquote. Maybe in terms of character, sure, but in terms of like battle power, definitely not. So Archie Sonic has that problem where it's like there's just not much to go for. Like that's why you have to really hype up the super forms, the hyper forms, you know, the dimensional multiversal crisis over everything else, because there's just not much else to talk about from the low ends, which is unfortunate because a majority of the story are low ends. It's like, okay, like what can you do? It's like, well, too bad. That's just what you have to work with. The verse is still strong. It's just that it's not how would I say this? It is strong. It's just that it's not consistently as hyped as people make it out to be. You know, because the way people keep talking about Archie Sonic as like a prime example of like OP character, they make it seem like 90% of the storyline they're just doing constant like, oh my gosh, Sonic destroyed a hyperverse. Oh man, he traveled back in time like 20 times in the same issue. Or, oh my gosh, he like reality warped transcendence and trans-duality in like 10 issues. Like, no, none of that really happens. It's not that, you know, crazy every single issue. It's pretty chill, surprisingly. Let's see. Let's go with a different song now. Y'all got any Sonic suggestions? Sonic music suggestions? I'm trying to think. Let's put some Sonic 3 music in real quick. I said Sonic 3 music. What the heck? Why did it repost it the same? It posted the same for Sonic CD. Let's see. Ooh, Flying Battery. Ooh, oh snap. Yeah, son. I'm gonna get some water real quick. I will hype up Turles. I will hype her up Dr. Weelo. You know what? Respect to y'all too. Because even hold on, what did you say? Funny, because even with movie feats, canon still has some feats and statements that at least put it on the same level of the movies. Yeah, pretty much. Plus, a lot of people, especially non-Sonic fans, aren't gonna read it because the consistent art and Bender stuff. Yeah. People say his super forms are invincible when there's hard proof that he isn't. Oh yeah, that's 100% true. He's like, it's weird. It's like in panel we see Super Sonic getting injured or getting like having a struggle, or like even monologues is like, even my super form is not good enough. It's like, it doesn't seem like what the fans have been saying. Stardust speed. Ooh. Oh, you got good taste, son. I got you. Oh, heck yeah. Bro, Sonic CD, why you always got that good jams, bro? I guess the one thing I really liked about the Sonic comics, don't know if this is in Archie, but the moment where oh yeah, that's definitely IDW Sonic. I'm not gonna read IDW because the one reason that motivated me to finally read Archie is because of it's finally done. Like, rest in peace, but unfortunately it got canceled, but it's nonetheless done. So there's no expected new material to come out, so I can finally just deep dive into everything without constantly having to, like, maybe update a new video 1 year after another, you know? So IDW, I'm definitely not gonna read anytime soon. And what, I think y'all, IDW is like up to beyond issue 50, so it's like, I mean, that's still a good high amount. It's just, don't feel like that's still a good amount of material for me to be like, oh man, time to jump into this. Because, bro, I'm literally into 200 issues for Archie, and I'm just like, yeah, that's okay. Like, that's kind of an issue. Like, that's kind of a problem, don't you think? Like, as someone who, like, I don't like to have expectations placed onto certain franchises. I just, you know, see it as what it is, what is being stated, and blah, blah, blah. So, like, as someone who literally writes his own notes, pay attentions, reads, double reads again, and after 200 issues, I can already tell y'all that the scaling is not that crazy. It's like, that might not be a good sign. It's like, imagine if Dragon Ball was overhyped to Universal, but you have to read like 500 chapters out of 600, and then you're finally like, oh, okay, now we're there. It's like, it took 500 chapters, so it's like, more than 70% is not Universal examples, but the very end, it sure it is. Okay. Ungratify from Sonic. Okay, I'll do that next. Let's see. If grade 3 is a 10 times multiplier, does that mean grade 2 is 5 times? That's my headcanon multiplier, but no, there is no confirmed multiplier for grade 2, unfortunately. Some fan-made continuations. I mean, that's cool. I'm not gonna read them. Well, maybe I can read them on my own time, but in terms of just, because eventually I will do Sonic material for my channel, but I want to do, you know, official material. I know I did a fan-made Evil Goku video, but that was because I grew up with it, but with Archie fan-made material, I haven't, so I don't know. IDW's at 74. Oh, okay, that's pretty impressive. Not bad. Speaking of Super Saiyan grade, I recently debated a dude who went through such insane mental gymnastics to say the good old reliable argument grade 4 is just grade 1 without the 4. Yeah, it's always the same. I don't know why. They're just hard programmed to not think it's beyond even 51 times. I don't get it. What even was the first cosmic feat in Archie? Ooh. You're already testing my knowledge. Well, actually, yeah, technically, I guess the first cosmic feat would be, Super Sonic versus Hyper Knuckles special issue. Because every other issue prior are just more like gag, you know, one-off stories. I know Super Sonic appeared before that, but he doesn't do anything impressive for his first showing, so... Yeah, I think that would be the first, like, cosmic, quote-unquote, feat. He was a dude who was trying to say Super Saiyan 4 beats Kaba, and I was trying to say Super Saiyan Vegeta tanked Super Saiyan Kaba. Had as a high grade, which made him go on a rant. Oh. I mean, he's not wrong, but I mean, he is going on a tangent at that point. It's like, can we go back to what we were doing? According to him, there's no proof in the manga that grade 4 is the strongest. Even though there is, you just gotta read carefully. Oh, what's up, Toguru? I've seen your tweets. I've seen your comments. I appreciate the support for my videos. Tweets. Oh my gosh. Do you have a character you highball despite the lack of it? Yes, all of them. Cooler. Actually, no. Cooler. Did I? Not really. I don't think I really overhyped him in my Cooler video. Garlic Jr. I mean, not... It depends on the Garlic Jr. Dead Zone feed, but there's some leeway to that, I guess. Who was next? Bojack. Oh yeah, Bojack I overhyped just because he doesn't do anything. Like, people want to compare him to Cell, but it's like, well, maybe to Movie Cell, but we don't know how strong Movie Cell is, and you can't compare him to the anime scaling, so it's like... What can you do at that point? So I'm like, alright, fine. Let's see how... If the fact that he had to be sealed within a planet or star, let me overhype how strong this star has to be for him to be completely sealed from, like, just breaking out. And then I found out later, there's a guidebook that says he can shake a galaxy. So it's like, yeah, I definitely overhyped him. Weelo definitely, because he's peaked at planet level. And I overhyped him to saying he can subatomic atomize planets. So to upscale him to like star level. That's definitely overhyped for me. But that's just because I don't know if there's any like Dr. Weelo supporters out there thinking I'm downplaying him. So I'm like, alright, here you go, I guess. Android 13, definitely. The same problem with Weelo. Slug. Definitely lore, not really. Feats, definitely. Turles also, unfortunately, just because his feats are barely existent. But lore, he's fine. Who else? Hachiak, nah, he's fine. Goku Jr., I guess a little bit with the grade form scaling. But otherwise, I don't think I really overhyped him that much in that video. I think that's about it. So yeah, just a few. Janemba definitely not. Let's see. Yeah, narratively, I don't know why. I get it. We all have our interests. We have our likes or dislikes. Like, there's nothing wrong with hating, you know, Android 13 or whatever, or Weelo, but I want to go with a narrative, like, intention. Like, you can have your fanboy overhype scaling, but, you know, I'm trying to be fair for my videos. Otherwise, nobody's gonna take me seriously if I'm just like, oh yeah, so like Weelo's out of Versal because it's based on Earth, and Earth is a real-life concept, so he's technically just showing a platonic concept. It's like, nobody's gonna take me seriously if I do that type of weird fanboy type of arguments. I think grade 4 is just grade 1 without the stamina issue, thus can fight more efficiently. Well, I mean, you're not wrong, it's just... Again, it's not that that's necessarily wrong, it's more so a one step ahead, you know? Just one extra detail that can sort of jump it up a little bit more. It doesn't really change everything in the grand scheme of things, but it is that nice detail to point out, you know? I know the guidebook said Super Saiyan has no finite multiplier. Did it? I mean, I guess so. I could sort of list a few examples, but yeah. Because they apparently contradict the manga. I mean, the manga contradicts the manga too, so whoops. You know JJK? I mean, yeah, I know Sukuna. Everyone hypes him up. I haven't read it, but I'm aware of what people have said about him. I know the guidebook says Super Saiyan has no finite multiplier. Yeah. Would you use to provide contradiction? I mean, yeah. The Goku, to Terror. Did Goku got stronger after defusing against Super Buu? Since he could fight a clone of Ultimate Gohan. Me personally, I say no. Because for one, they were technically nerfed. And Buu was like losing focus on food. So they were kind of playing around with the enemies. So it's kind of meh. Maybe you can say he got stronger due to the events. But specifically of him fighting Gohan, probably not. Or maybe, I don't know. It's kind of debatable. Probably yes, probably no. Me personally, I say no because of the Gohan example, but maybe yes because of just there being more added padding to the, inside of Buu situation. Yeah, power scaling can be difficult. That's why I prefer consistency, or just attempting a form of narrative consistency, because otherwise, if we don't have some like established ground rules as to what we can at least acknowledge as to what the author originally wanted to do to the story, then we would have no consistency at that point. I have Turles to slapping Namek Frieza, so I might be lost in the sauce. Nah, you're fine. Would have been narratively better if Cell was stronger than Majin Buu? He had his time. Then there are the people who believe Grade 3 Trunks is actually stronger than Perfect Cell. Yeah. Anime Kid Buu. Oh gosh. Classic 3, yeah. Yeah, the Kid Buu debate, I'm never gonna really... Like, on one hand, I'm not gonna lose sleep as to who is the objective truth strongest. At the same time, though, it's like... Would my opinion really change on the overall grand scheme of the story? Not really, so... Even if I say, oh yes, Kid Buu is in fact the strongest, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, my overall outlook of the story doesn't really change in perspective of one of them being the strongest or not. So, I understand people's argumentations between the two. I just don't have a real, like, grand opinion about it, so that's why I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. What side are you on, Ultimate Gohan or Super Saiyan 3 Goku? I mean, I guess nowadays, I would say Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But at again, it's similar to the Buu situation. I'm just like, I don't care. Personally, I only go with Goku because I actually like Goku. I was never a huge Gohan fan in general. I felt like he was overrated, but obviously I know where it's coming from. No duh. I'm not blind to what is being stated across several sources. So it is what it is. What does it say that Gohan instead of it was equal straight to the real ones? Yes, one guidebook said that. The grade forms between 1 and 5 are kind of hard to scale. We know that Super Saiyan is just double. Does it refer to grade form? We don't know. Okay, so basically, I could break it down. So obviously we know grade 1 is 50 times. Every source says it, except Toriyama, but he conceded because he wanted to be 10 times, but we know Kaioken times 20 is above that, so it doesn't make sense that Super Saiyan Goku is doing better against Frieza, but Kaioken times 20 did worse. So everyone can unanimously agree it's a 50 times. Alright, cool, whatever. Grade 2, we only know from the one guidebook, Daizenshu, saying it increases both power and speed. Unfortunately, it doesn't give a number, so it's just vague. Me, personally, I just headcanonize it to like 2 times, max 5 or whatever, but my opinion, regardless, it's irrelevant. Point is, we just know that one guidebook confirms it increases power and speed, so no matter what, grade 2 is above the 50 times grade 1. And there's no, like, unlike grade 3, it increases too much mass, so you're just slow, you're sluggish. You're still strong, it's just that you're... You know how, like, Bruce Lee, he's fast, he's quick, he's efficient, he doesn't waste his energy. You know? He's direct, right? When you're grade 3, your direct, efficient, precise movements is sluggish. You're wasting more effort just trying to move around your muscles just to do the exact same moves, right? Is that an AR art? Yes, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm sorry. I couldn't find a good art for the background. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. Anyways. El Manga Legendario says grade 3 is 10 times above grade 2. So we just know power-wise it's above grade 2, which is above grade 1. So even if we downplay the multipliers, grade 3 is at least 500 times total to the base form. Because 50 times 10 is 500. There you go. So obviously we know it's speed-wise it's slower than grade 1 and 2. But power-wise is above it, right? So then why do we say grade 4 is equal or above grade 3? Because of several reasons. For one, even though Cell implies, and a few guidebooks imply that grade 3 Trunks rivals Cell, in the anime, because it's not really shown in the manga, but in the anime, Trunks multiple times punches Cell, and he just laughs it off. Like, he's not even... You know with Gohan, when he punches him once, he's already sweating. He's already tired. He's constipated. You know what I'm saying? He's getting an aneurysm. You know, he's going crazy. But with grade 3 Trunks, he's just like, oh, that's neat. You know, that's cute. He doesn't react that much, right? And keep in mind, Korin saw the entire fight, but he still told Goku multiple times that, yeah, I don't know how strong Cell is, despite everyone, or Piccolo, I think, implying that Trunks rivals Cell. Korin's still like, I still don't know about that. And then, keep in mind, Goku did not train as much as Vegeta did. I think he had 2 months left, about 2 months left to train, but he didn't use the full year. He wasted too much time training Gohan to go Super Saiyan. And even Gohan confirmed that he was just sitting there, just thinking of transforming or finding ways to evolve the Super Saiyan. And he just immediately achieves grade 3 without much effort. And yet, even with less training, wasting so much time on Gohan, and not even getting the full year compared to Vegeta, because Vegeta was confirmed to get grade 2 like 2 months in, so he still had like another 10 months to train his grade 2 form. Him just going 50% made Vegeta admit he was outclassed again. And keep in mind, after the fight of Goku versus Cell, Vegeta tells Trunks in his face that I would not do better than Kakarot. Despite having grade 2, which does not have the same weakness as grade 3, you know, the slow, sluggish movements, he still says outright, yeah, no, I could not do the same, like, overall performance as Goku did. Even though Goku did not put the same effort to train during the 10 days. Maybe train a little bit, but not the same dedication as Vegeta. So despite Vegeta training in the time chamber again, 10 days and stuff, he still concedes he's not stronger than Goku with quote-unquote grade 1. And then in the anime, we literally see, because people then say, oh, but Cell got hurt by his final flash. It's like, yeah, he used it to show off his regeneration. And to prove that point, a Cell Jr. in the anime literally caught a stronger Vegeta's final flash, and then he kicks it away, and then he two-shots Vegeta. A stronger Vegeta, by the way. And two guidebook statements confirm that Cell Juniors are strong as Perfect Cell. Maybe not the same durability, but still as strong and fast as a Perfect Cell. And he just two-tapped Vegeta. So that just proves that, yes, Perfect Cell was literally toying around with both Trunks and Vegeta And the Cell Jr. that is also toying around is still messing with Vegeta and Trunks, despite both of them getting stronger, supposedly. And then Toriyama literally confirms that Super Saiyan 2 and 3 are just powered up variants of Super Saiyan 1, quote unquote. And post Battle of Gods, Goku could just master the Grade 1 or the Grade 4 form to just equal the same multiplier Super Saiyan 3, which is also confirmed to be canon because in the manga version of Super, Trunks mastered his Super Saiyan 2 level to the point it could rival Super Saiyan 3 Goku, as confirmed by Vegeta. So, and then if you still want more proof on top of that, we literally see Broly, Super Broly, go from regular Super Saiyan to full power or green hair Super Saiyan, which literally made him go from like getting bested by Super Saiyan Gogeta to like surviving against Blue Gogeta. So that's why it's like there's just nothing to say that there cannot be any consistency of Grade 4 being above Grade 3. Like there's too many evidence to prove that it is in fact above, or it can be above Grade 3 if the user wants to. Like I think people focus too much on the multiplier, too much, when it's just like, it doesn't matter. The multiplier doesn't matter. The concept is what matters. Can Grade 4 be above the standard 50 times multiplier? The answer is yes. That's all that matters. Just like how Goku trained his ki from limited to Kaioken times 4 all the way to Kaioken times 20, the same concept or fundamentals is being applied to Super Saiyan. Otherwise, if there was no progression or improved mastery of the forms, Goku would never achieve Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan Blue, or even Super Saiyan 4, you know, as an extra, you know, note. Hence why it's like, I just don't get why people think that that extra step is just impossible to justify. When there's just like, no, you can totally can. But yeah, long story short, yes. All right, let me put this song. Let me keep up with the chat. Let's see. Where did I stop at? Terror, are the strongest forms baby Super Saiyan multipliers? Sort of. Kind of. It's applied what is normal state to be considered Super Saiyan guy, but yeah. Strong, yeah. I'd say it's more sense Super Saiyan 2. Oh yeah, that's another thing. The main thing that caused the confusion is the Super Exciting Guide. So you need to know that Super Saiyan, quote unquote, is a generalized term, you know? Like, if you want an example, remember in the anime, Goku fights Zamasu, and we can clearly tell he uses Super Saiyan 2. But when Gowasu was like, hey, what did he do? We simply says, that is Super Saiyan. Obviously, we know it's not. It's Super Saiyan 2, technically. But Whis is not he's not technically wrong. It is technically the generalized form of Super Saiyan. That's one example. I think even Super Saiyan 3 is at some points just called Super Saiyan, or heck, even Goku initially just called it Super Saiyan 2 as the Super Saiyan Ascended Super Saiyan or whatever. So in the Super Exciting Guide, it just says Super Saiyan generalized times 2 to equal Super Saiyan 2. But as we know, Grade 2, Grade 3, and Grade 4 exist, and then Grade 5 is the alternate name for Super Saiyan Grade 2. Or sorry, Super Saiyan 2. So hence why the guidebook is not inherently wrong, but because it never specified the grade forms included, that's why it's not inconsistent. You can literally just say it's 2 times of grade 3/4, not 2 times of grade 1. Hence why you can still prove that, hey, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is stronger than grade 3 Trunks because he literally bullied Cell. Whereas grade 3 Trunks, even in the anime, which is more hyped up than the manga, couldn't even face Perfect Cell. He couldn't even muster him to go full power to begin with. I heard Metal Sonic one-shots Perfect Cell, but I don't believe them. What the heck? Where did that come from? Okay. Would a Cell Saga Gogeta beat Cell? Yes, 100%. No doubt. No questions asked. People think Grade 4 is just Grade 1 without them be like Hekaras. Yeah. You could even argue that Gotenks is equal, or that's just hypothetical. I mean, yeah. Does anime Goku, or sorry, does anime Cell have the abilities of every Z fighter, or just a few more like Tien? Not every. Well, it's implied that he can have all the Z fighters except for Gohan potentially, because we know he has Goku's Cells, Vegeta, Piccolo, Krillin, Frieza, Tien, obviously. I'm not sure if Yamcha was confirmed and if Trunks was confirmed. I can't remember specifically. Let's see, what's a good other song? Let's see. Yeah, son. Would be legendary if Cell pulled out the Wolfang Fist on Go. That would be funny. I don't think Cell is confirmed to have the DNA of any of the Earthling Z fighters. I could have sworn he did. Hold on. I can't find it. I could have sworn he did mention it at one point, I think. But I can't for the life of me remember this particular manga chapter. But yeah, it is confirmed at least he doesn't have Trunks' cells. I don't know how the heck they pull that off, but yeah, it is what it is. Well, no, he didn't have... The reason why he didn't have Trunks' DNA is because he says he already had enough Saiyan cells, so it wasn't really necessary to include him into his, I guess, biology. Oh, yeah, Sonic Heroes, yeah. Sonic Heroes is still, to this day, one of my top favorite Sonic games. I don't care what anyone has to say. I know the controllers are a bit slippery, but I don't really care. Yeah, someday I want to make an Archie Sonic video. It's just that, A, I have to actually finish reading it, making my notes and stuff. But then I also have to look into every other things like the guidebooks and whatnot. And I also don't know how exactly I'm going to handle it because typically, as you would hopefully notice with my videos, I try to like structure it like from story to story, like from beginning of the film to the end, beginning of the episode to the end of the arc, you know, so I'm not sure if I really want to deep dive a full, 400 plus issue run, chapter to chapter, or just, like, list out all his actual specific feats. Because otherwise I'm gonna just keep, like, mentioning, like, 100 feats of him being rock level. It's like, ugh. Is Cell stronger than Z Broly in a meta sense? In a meta sense? I'm gonna say no. Because... Oh, yeah, actually, no, yeah. When you said in a meta sense, never mind. Yeah, no. Definitely not. Not even close. Like, I know people really hate on Broly's scaling because of what Seth did or whatever, but it's like, it's not really his fault. He didn't make Broly, bro. Bro really tried to suggest that Z Broly beats Fusion Reborn, bro, or Gogeta. I mean, yeah. Me, personally, I don't really care. Most of the topics or debates, I just don't care. But I can see where it's coming from, and I mean, unfortunately, you can, in fact, make that argument. Because it literally stems from the fact that Broly is his own storyline. Because, like, if you want, like, let's not even include Broly, for example. Let's just talk about purely Willow. What does he do in the movie? Well, he doesn't do much. He destroys a woodland area, and his strongest technique can only be planet level, right? And because his movie is not even part of the anime, well, then you can't really correlate him to the anime scaling. So it's like, well, sad to say, but Willow is kind of weak comparison to the anime. So it's like, well, it's not our fault, but Willow is just planet level. So too bad, so sad. Who cares? But then you have characters like Broly, who's way overhyped for his own good. And it's like, well, that doesn't, but it's not fair. Cell has to be stronger. Too late. Too bad. Who cares? Bro, Hachiok is hyped up as well during that era. Even Bojack lived during that era. Even I'm pretty sure some people don't want to think that Bojack is as strong as Cell, but he's kind of implied to be as strong as Cell, at least in his movie timeline. So it's like, too bad. I don't really like Bojack, but he is kind of on that level, at least within his reality. So whatever. So I personally don't like trying to justify just because I don't like the character. I much rather just be like, no, I don't believe in it because there's not enough proof to justify it. If there is proof to justify it, then whether I like it or not, it is at least consistent or at least viable to explain. What's another good song? Yeah, let's put... bro, I'm sorry, but this is legit one of my top favorite Sonic tracks, period. Yeah, the Kamehameha is pretty bad. We'll beat up Jiren tomorrow on his movie. What do you mean? Yeah, facts. Even if you refer to them as separate timelines, Fusion Reborn has some feats and scaling that surpasses Broly. But that's, yeah, but here's the thing, you have to agree that even is true to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Because, for example, Garlic Jr. is supposedly before the Saiyan Saga era, right? But because of one guidebook statement, Loki gives him 4D to, if you really hype it up to absurd levels, maybe even 5D scaling, right? But obviously, the counter argument is not, hey, does this make sense? The counter argument is technically, oh well, Garlic Jr. sucks, but it's the Saiyan Saga, so that doesn't make sense. And because I just don't agree because of reasons, he can't be fifth dimensional. You know what I'm saying? Or fourth dimensional, right? Because Saiyan Saga. Like, they constantly have to establish the point of Saiyan Saga. But Garlic Jr. Saiyan Saga. It's Saiyan Saga. You can't be fourth dimensional because Saiyan Saga, right? So likewise, you had to say, oh well, but Goku uses Super Saiyan 3. Who cares? That doesn't matter. Bro, Goku and Heroes in base form, while probably dying, would just one-shot Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not trying to devalue Fusion Reborn. I'm just saying, like, hey, there are times I can understand why people overhype it or downplay it. It's just that you gotta know to separate between what you like and don't like. Because trust me, I'm not a huge fan of Broly in some manners, but even I can still acknowledge that he is strong regardless. Or even Wheelo, like, yeah, he's weak, but he is still kind of strong as a self-isolated villain, you know. Oh, and question. Does Cell get a 50 times multiplier by using Super Saiyan? I would assume so. I guess so. Because even the same guidebook that explains a bit of the grade forms has Cell listed as a grade 3 user, so I would assume he does, you know, get that. Oh yeah, the androids. Oh yeah, like the androids. Like, yeah, they don't look intimidating. They are not shown to be powerful, but they are unfortunately stronger than the likes of Frieza. So it's like, I don't like it, like, execution-wise, but the proof is there, so regardless of how I feel about it, there it is. Let's see, what's another good theme going on? I'm trying to think. Oh, of course. Heck yeah. Yeah, it just be like that. Actually, I'm trying to think. Has there ever been? Well, whatever. Yeah, someday, I can't wait to finally post my first Sonic video, because I've always promised myself to do a Sonic video for my channel. You know, since day one, I've always had that Sonic and Goku profile pic. Not anymore, obviously, but, you know, since I grew up with both series, it just feels natural to eventually do both Sonic and Goku or Dragon Ball material. But I do agree. I think that's the irony. That's why I wanted to put that title originally. Is like the most overhyped version of Goku versus the most overhyped version of Sonic. Who would win? Oh, speaking of which, hey, look, there's Archie Sonic. What's up? He's still strong, nonetheless. Obviously, when he's like at his peak, he's no doubt strong. It's just that consistently in his base state, he's not as strong as people make him out to be. Actually, yeah, I forgot. So like I said, I was reading the Archie issues in chronological order. I just finished reading the first saga of the Sonic universe, Shadow, issue 1 through 4. And I think the final... Was it the final one? No, I think it was the third issue? I already forgot. The third issue where Sonic, Shadow, and Rouge are having to destroy one of Eggman's like laser cannons. Both Shadow Shadow uses a Chaos Spear, and Sonic spin dashes, and they both failed to destroy this one cannon. It's like, what the heck? Like, what happened? Like, literally, what happened? Are we gonna argue that this cannon is made out of some, like, universal, multiversal plus steel? Like, probably not. But, I mean, to some, maybe they think it is. I don't know. Consistency-wise, yeah. I mean, I was never a huge fan of Goku Black Arc. Obviously, conceptually, it was cool, but execution-wise, yeah, probably not. The bar being as strong as Cell is more stupid to me than Bojack being as strong enough to have Goku on. Yeah, it just depends. Oh snap, Claws, subscribed. Awesome, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Full power, Bojack is equal to Super Saiyan Gohan. Oh, that's wrong. That's definitely wrong. Like in the movie, he literally speed blitzes Super Saiyan Grade 4 Gohan. Yes, obviously he gets packed by his entire gang. But I mean, he was doing pretty good against Vegeta, Piccolo, and Trunks, and Base. And then the fact he speed blitzes him at full power probably shows you that he is pretty strong. It's still dumb that he relied on his gang rather than just, you know, 1v1, but yeah. Archie Sonic against which Goku? I was gonna specifically label it as GT Goku, but I didn't have a good image for the background or thumbnail, so I'm like, yeah, fine, just Goku. But yeah, our Lord and Savior GT Goku versus our other Lord and Savior Archie Sonic. Who wins? The overhype versus the overhype. Who wins? Even Base superior to a consistent bear hug. Yeah. Trust me, it's been quite a long time since I've posted my Bojack video, but I still know my details of most of the characters to heart. Oh, let's see. What's a good song? What's a good song? Ooh, I know a good one. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, son. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's basically doing Flash level feats. Definitely not. I mean, okay, to be fair, maybe in the future issue, I'll get to that point where he does. But again, I'm about 50% through total of the entire, you know, just comic run. There's barely anything to put him on Flash's level. Like, I'm sorry. Like, keep in mind, I used to be a person who just, not grew up, but just took people's word for granted. Finally, after reading it myself, I'm like, where's the feats? Like, literally, where's the feats? Where's the kaboom? You know, it's that type of thing. Nah, bro, what are you talking about? GT Goku's our Lord and Savior. He's boundless. He's omnipotent. He's after Super. You know, Battle of Gods is canon. Oh my gosh. What do you think about Cooler's squad being able to put a fight against weightless Piccolo? I mean, not really. Like, what's his name? Goes or Gaz? I forgot. I forgot his name. The green dude, he literally gets one-shotted by a blast that was targeting him, and he just gets vaporized. And then Nez, the little weird lizard dude, I mean, sure, he gets shocked temporarily, but then he like, reverse Unos and just shocks him with his own attack. Jace was only a bit annoying, just because of his little arm slicey thingy, but that's about it, so... He was gonna lose, had it not been for Cooler stepping in, but nah. I guess he was being more careful. I mean, to be fair, he was also there to help out Gohan, so maybe he was a bit not as 100% as he could have been because of Gohan, but eh. Can the way the anime depicts the moon busting feats be applied to the manga? No. Mostly because of cinematic timing and because of presentation. Because, say, for example... Actually, yeah, that's a perfect example. Like, in the manga, we see the explosion of Planet Namek from Frieza, right? But, in the anime, it further presents it by having the explosion become so destructive, it's visible from a galaxy distance. That is not shown in the manga, so we cannot prove it was that destructive. So therefore, the presentation from the anime is better than the manga. So therefore, the feat for Frieza for the anime has to be higher than the manga. That's why we cannot assume that just because the same feat is being presented, that the actual presentation is like equal or of a similar equivalence. You know, same way like Vegeta in the manga was threatening to destroy Earth, but then in the anime, Vegeta destroys the bug planet with 2 fingers, and I think the moon included. And then we even show like a far away shot of how like big the explosion was, and we can't prove that's applicable to the manga. So there you go. Current base Wally bodies Archie Sonic with please. I mean, yeah. Normally I'm sarcastic with the whole thing, but yeah, no, I'm sorry. Archie Sonic is way too overhyped for his own good. Are Broken and Archie? I mean, they kind of are, but they're also kind of not. Like, how would I put this? The source that empowers the Chaos Emeralds are broken, but Sonic himself is not inherently on that same level as there we go, Dore. Yeah, that was the green guy's name. But yeah, Sonic's actual power is not as overhyped as it is, at least from what I've currently seen. Of course, I know I will eventually get to the crossovers with Mega Man stuff, but whatever. Even to his entire run shows to no flash feats. I mean, yeah, pretty much. IDW Shockwave just has better Chaos Emerald. Yeah. Again, I can't wait to eventually just do my own Archie Sonic scaling video. I don't need to, be hush-hush about that. I do plan on doing that. It's just... I don't know how exactly I'm going to do it, especially with 400 issues of material needing to kind of sort of justify. Hard to say exactly what I'm going to include or not include, or, because obviously there's context that matters, so it's like, it's hard for me to be like, okay, at one point do I just remove a bit of the context? Was Roshi's moon bust a gag feat? No. Not even once. Yeah, no. The Roshi feat was never considered a gag feat. RG fans will come after you. I mean, probably. They've already come after me just because I said Hirudegarn is not canon GT, or me saying Garlic Jr. is fourth dimensional stuff. Before Broly, bruh. Yo, I should probably do that. I'd be like, hey guys, look forward to Sonic That will come out more sooner than Broly. Oh my gosh, that'd be so hilarious. Can Mr. Saiyan beat J Chapter 1 Goku? If you overhype Hercule, yes. If we just say narratively, no. Because I was actually watching the Kai version of Dragon Ball, the Buu Saga. It was just more for fun because I like to eat while watching something. So I was like, I don't know what to watch. And I was like, you know what? I'll watch a bit of Kai. I just skipped the Cell Saga. I was like, I don't really feel like watching the Saiyan Saga in Kai version. I'm not kidding. There is the scene where Gohan is the Great Saiyan Man, and there's like that police robbery or whatever. And Gohan, when Videl went out to stop these burglars, Gohan was like, oh shoot, this key from this random guy, this giant buff guy, I'm kind of afraid of Videl's like safety. And keep in mind, Gohan knows it's like, oh yeah, Videl is actually stronger than his dad already. She just doesn't know it yet because she is blinded by the hype of, you know, Hercule being the strongest and whatnot. But this random burglar was enough for Gohan to be like, oh man, I don't know if Videl can beat him. Or yeah. And then in the episode, I think the next episode or in the same episode, Hercule was hiding in his mansion because he was like, oh man, I don't want to go out there because they have guns. I'm not really sure what I can do about that. So it's like, and Videl was she briefly struggled with the guy, but she does win at the end. But it's like, Gohan literally he sensed the key of this random buff dude. And low-key was implying that this guy could give Videl some trouble. So it's like, maybe Hercule is low-key, like, not as strong as people make out to be. Oh, and also, I forgot. When the episode when they had the little punching machine, Krillin even points... Now, granted, he is very much, like, mocking Hercule, like, 90% of the time. But he even mentions how, like, some of the other random martial arts fighters, like, surpass them or, like, have power that can be relative to him. So it's like, I'm not sure how lucky Hercule is, but bro is just... Hercule is not as strong as people make him out to be. Obviously, we include the comic gags and, you know, what outlier durability feats he is strong, but... He is just this superhuman fighter Earthling. And yet these Z fighters mention he's not... He would struggle against these other random people that are a bunch of no-names. I'll get to your question in a bit, Communicator. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was gonna... Yeah. You're right about that with the Fusion Reborn Vegeta thing. Videl's confirmed to be stronger than Hercule. Yeah, nah, I'm counting one shot hit from Mr. Saiyan, probably more than likely. Yeah, so I'm gonna just say nah. Gohan would, or sorry, Goku from Chapter 1 would probably just win still. How strong do I have Archie Sonic currently, or just in general? Okay, so let me establish, I guess, layers more specifically, or levels, benchmarks. Initially, like, since, like, literally the first chapter, I'm talking like the mini issue chapter, Sonic was definitely like wall level. Because he can counter Eggman's little, like, wrecking ball thingy that can literally break an entire tree, which is actually, human standards, is actually pretty impressive. Obviously, for fiction, not really, but whatever. So, obviously, Sonic is wall level pretty consistently. I know that's kind of impressive. Whoa, wall level. Hold on there, Numbers. But then beyond that, Yeah, he's not really that big of a guy, I guess. Like, as a reminder, people want to claim that Sonic's universal and some of the other cast scales to him. But I like to point out that during the endgame saga, Sally nearly died from a fall. Like a few, like story fall. Like, I don't know how to work with this. As Sally universal, but was the fall universal a fall too? Like, it's pretty dumb in my opinion. So yeah, I know one of the best hypes or high upscales is when he was briefly as Mecha Sonic. He survived a nuclear explosion. He took the main force of it. Now, granted, he nearly died out of it, but given the implications and some of the statements made by Eggman, that makes him like multi-city block more than likely around. And then I'm trying to think, but yeah, like there's not many feats in base that gives him like planetary levels. Maybe like through Chaos Emeralds and stuff, but even that's kind of eh. Oh, and then as a super forms, I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe you could argue super forms being like beyond universal or stuff, but again, from what I've seen, there's not much like credence. It's more so lore. Like in terms of feats, he's not doing much. In terms of statements, it's not really said much. It's just in terms of lore is what ups him up to that level. So yeah, I don't know. I guess consistently, I guess Sonic is within them, you know, city block or like building level and base, and then when he transforms, he goes into those, you know, higher universal levels. Is Android Saga Yamcha stronger than Mecha Frieza? Probably not. I'm not sure if there's any way to argue that. If he can't even handle Android 19, I'm not sure, or sorry, Android 20, I'm not sure how he's gonna handle Mecha Frieza. One thing he learns, power scaling, is that people are super disingenuous and are way too attached to the people they argue for. Yeah. I don't really have that personal issue. I mean, I know I'm adamant towards certain topics, like, say, the grade form scaling. But the reason why I'm, like, having to hard press these things, like, especially the canon, like, whenever I had to constantly repeat, hey, guys, the movies are not canon to the anime scaling. Like, the reason why I had to keep repeating myself is because people don't listen. Some people are just stuck into their bubble and never listen to the other side. I do listen to the other side, but I still say, hey, this doesn't make sense. That is incorrect. That is not even from an actual source. You misinterpreted this thing, etc., etc. But I still pay attention to their arguments, see if it's correct or if it's not, and then provide proof from my arguments. So that's why, even if there are times where it seems like I'm trying to be biased towards a simple thing, it's like, I'm trying my best not to, but I'm trying my best to be accurate or establish a consistent argument. Otherwise, what's the point? Like, if, say, Sonic is like, oh, he's omniversal, it's like, okay, well, I pay attention to all your arguments. All your arguments are just not valid or concrete enough. Meanwhile, I actually provide evidence as to where he actually can be. He's not omniversal, but the other side refuses to listen, so it's like, well, that's not my fault. As strong as TFSL. Strong enough as he needs to be. He's perfect. Yeah, if they don't listen now, they won't listen in the future, so that's why I just don't bother with them. That's why I just don't really bother with those types of debates or arguments in the comment section, because I'm just like, I don't care. I'm just here to provide the actual sources. You guys can work with what you want with these information. And then that's it. Alright, time to swap it out. Another Unleashed song. Can we see some of the counter arguments as Gans used to use? What counter arguments and scans I use? For Archie Sonic? For Goku? Like what? Oh yeah, speaking of which, I'm sorry. I appreciate everybody for the support for the Goku Jr. video. Bro, I feel so bad trolling people. I was like, bro, y'all should not have voted for GT. Y'all just gonna get trolled intentionally. But whatever. Here you go. Here's this short quickie. I mean, to be fair, I think it was nice. I like to add variety. I mean, to be fair, nobody talks about them, so it's like, oh, it's free material for me. I'm not competing with anybody to do a Goku Jr. video, so good enough for me. Hopefully you guys don't need to wait another 7 months for another video. Top 3. That's okay. Is Super Perfect Cell 2 times Perfect Cell? No, definitely not. Archie Sonic, what is the most common arguments you debunk? Well, Sonic is definitely not omniversal. He's not boundless either. He needs to breathe. You know, he drowns. He's still a human. He's still like a hedgehog. He's still bound to his biology. He has personality issues, you know. I'm not sure, like, maybe if there's a specific example you want me to debunk, but yeah. Currently, he's definitely... I'm trying to think. Has he... Currently, I haven't seen anything yet. I'm sure maybe in a future issue I will, but I don't put him at, like, immeasurable speed and super form or, like, I don't know, those type of insane levels. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've haven't even considered putting him at, like, them... Like, do I put him at hyperversal level? Probably not. No. Supersonic is not that strong. I mean, he's strong, but I mean, we're given several, like, scaling statements where he's not even the top dog in his own verse. So, yeah, no. Enerjack is pretty up there. Mogul is definitely up there. Knuckles is up there. Turbo Tails is up there. Scourge is technically up there. It's like Sonic or Supersonic in general. It's not that. He's not the strongest character, despite being the main protag. Enerjack is pretty up there. How strong is Goten and present Trunks? If you mean from superhero arc, then I mean from what we've seen, if the fact that they can push him to go Mystic form, I believe, then they should be pretty strong, all things considered. Actually, yeah, I forgot. They were able to rival the Cell Juniors as Super Saiyans, and assuming they did in fact get stronger by the time they're teens during the superhero arc, then they basically are like... They should be, at this point, within the Super Perfect Cell ranges, at least for the manga. The anime is different, obviously, since they're not there yet, but yeah. Oh, I already read that. My bad. Don't think enough people cover them. Yeah, maybe I can eventually, but hard to say. Saturday Parallel again, Super Saiyan 2 times Grade 4. I mean, yes, but the problem is Gohan gets like an enrage boost plus technically unlocking his potential on top of that. Because there's a difference between Goku going grade 1 Super Saiyan, and then getting a rage boost plus unlocking its potential at the same time. You know, it's like comparing Super Saiyan 4 to Limit Breaker from Heroes, or like Super Saiyan Blue versus Super Saiyan Blue with the Universal Tree Amp, you know, from the Heroes. It's like there's a huge gap between the two. It may not be like, we may not be given a like number comparison, but it's still a gap. I like seeing videos on characters that are overlooked. Maybe you could do Chad, General Brodo, or something meme-worthy, like Evolution Goku. Who's Evolution Goku? I never heard of them before. He sounds disappointing. Xenoverse Shinron is high-key way cooler than Broly. He's okay. What about him in Super and Mega Man remaking the multiverse or something? I've yet to got to that part. I have seen the scans. I wouldn't know everything about the context that led up to that point. I don't want to say it's not impressive. It obviously is. It's just that from what I've seen currently, I would just argue it's just more consistent as to what is already being presented as like the top dog levels, more than anything else. So yeah, it does obviously upscale him, but unfortunately, like, it's kind of weird. I still need to get more into pretty much to the very end of Archie Sonic, but even Game Sonic is not that inferior to, like, Archie Sonic. Like, it's like comparing... I'm trying to think of an example. Yeah, it's like... Because the way people sort of describe Archie Sonic, it's like comparing anime Goku from Super to manga Goku from Super, right? Like they... Or, no, sorry. It's like comparing Goku from Heroes to Goku from Super, right? Like, there's this huge dimensional gap. Like, if Goku from the anime is just for simplicity's sake, is like multiversal, right? Well, then, Goku, Capsule Corp Goku, or Xenoverse Goku is like hyperversal, right? Like, it's a literal, insane dimensional gap, right? That's what I was in... No, I don't want to say interpreted, but that's what I've been hearing about from comparing Archie Sonic to Game Sonic, but nah. The gap is not that huge. At best, it's like comparing anime DBS Goku to manga DBS Goku. Like, the gap is still huge, but it's not as crazy as Heroes Goku to anime Super Goku, right? So, it's there. Obviously, Archie Sonic is still strong at its peak. It's just that the gap in comparison to the game verse is not that crazy, at least from what I've seen. Since they are often overlooked. I mean, I could do a video about them, probably. A big arm I used to see Archie was string theory within cosmology. Yeah, don't bother with that. Don't worry about that. I don't know why people imply that has to be the case. Does King Piccolo have the same regen as Piccolo because he didn't regen his torso? So he can't, or... No, he probably can regen. It's just that, keep in mind, regen uses up a lot of your energy. And Piccolo was already at full power, but he already says that using his full power can literally sap away his longevity, his literal life force. And he literally fought Kid Goku to the brink of death. So because of that final Grade 8 punch, it basically took all his remaining energy away. So even if he can regenerate, he would have not have any more energy left to even revive himself back. That's why his literal, like, last action was just to reincarnate himself. Because he would just basically not have the energy to just survive another from that torso attack. Is Heroes Goku really similar to Archie Sonic? No, definitely not. No. I was just more so making an example of what I was told that was just basically wrong. You know, because people, from what I was told, it sounds like Archie Sonic is like this overhyped, like meta composite, you know, Goku, like Heroes, right? Or like Jump Force Goku or Fortnite Goku, right? But no, it's not that, you know, meta composite, overhyped DC Marvel type of crossover scaling. Nah. He's still strong, it's just that the gap between the two is not that massive. Game Sonic has better feats in scaling than Archie Sonic. Unironically, yes, unfortunately. The only reason why Archie Sonic is still keeping up with his Gameverse counterpart is just because of the dimensional cosmology lore of the Archie comics. Otherwise, just from feats is like, it's okay. Xenotrunks got robbed and Death Battle. Oh yeah, 100%. He should have won. He should have won. After all that I've read currently, dude, Xenotrunks would have destroyed Silver from Archie. Like, I'm sorry. There's just no. What y'all think of Eggman versus Bowser? I think it's still trash. I never was a huge fan of Death Battle to begin with. Never was, never will be. Sorry. Let's see. What's a good other song for Sonic? Ooh, let's put some more Sonic Riders in. No. Not wrong one. Let's see. What's a good song? Oh, yeah, this works too. From Shadow Generations. I remember Influence saying OG DB Goku would be trouble to Archie Sonic. Yeah. At first I thought he was just, you know, because of death up to the author. Because again, keep in mind, I wasn't well informed of what the actual comic events happened. Now that I do, unironically, Ian Flynn has... he's actually spitting a bit of facts. Xenopan got a middle... What? She didn't get Super Saiyan, ran away from a Lord Slug minion in the Heroes manga. Did she? Oh, I think it was from the tournament arc, I think. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Goku's leagues above... Oh, that Goku's leagues above Sonic, even in base, and Sonic and Super. Yeah. And that Super Sonic ain't even planet level. I mean... Okay, that he's definitely fumbling a bit. But in terms of comparing him to Goku, he's not as wrong as people make him out to be. I know, blasphemy numbers, how dare you? I thought you liked Sonic. I thought you believed he was out of Versa. I know, I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me a sec. Oh, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like boundless GT Goku versus boundless Archie Sonic. Who would win? I don't know. Boundless Mario, you know what I'm saying? Mario is in fact boundless. Yours truly confirms it. I like Pilaf so much, so he must be the strongest anime character. Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes, you know? Yeah, I can't wait to do an actual Sonic video, scaling video, because I'm actually curious. Hold on. I know there is videos of Sonic scaling. It's just that... Okay, 6. Yeah, he does his own. Although he's more so just paid to do it. Official Divine, of course. Divine, of all people, does an Archie Sonic. Oh my gosh. I have not seen this video, and I do not want to. I do not know what he's going to say about Archie Sonic. It's only 5 minutes? Oh. Well, you know dang well when I do mine, it's gonna be more than 5 minutes for Archie. Yeah, dang, there's some... Let's see. Yeah, what the heck? So there is some videos, but surprisingly, they're not getting as much views as I thought they'd be. I'm surprised. That's weird. Beware. Oh yeah, the Sonic versus DBZ. I haven't seen it. I'm not sure what he says, but... Mr. Crafty, Sonic versus the Big Three. I mean, yeah. Caleb, I've seen that one. I know that for sure. Chow Mix, yeah. Yeah, there's a few, but surprisingly they're not popping off as much as they should be, in my opinion. No, yeah, the meteors in Sonic 3. Right, bruh. Imagine in my game Sonic video, I'd just be like, oh yeah, this Hypersonic is only meteor level because of meteors. RG Supersonic stronger than Enerjack, meanwhile Dark Enerjack has Sonic. Can't get on blindly say see triumph over Supersonic. Yeah. You're not wrong. The DBZ versus Sonic one. Oh, real is it? Oh. I only watched a minute of it. I was just curious as to who made it more than anything. Yeah, I can guarantee you guys, I'm still trying my best when it comes to my editing game. I'm still not good at editing, or my visual style, but in terms of the content, at least, I hope you guys know that I am putting the effort in. So, if I were to do when I do an Archie Sonic video, hopefully you guys will enjoy it and actually get a more concise, consistent, and well thought out video. I mean, because people just don't talk about them. It's like, you think that these characters are super popular, but then where's the content, you know? It's been how many years of power scaling videos? There's not a single one on Turles. I'm like, alright, fine, let me do it. So it's like, same with Sonic. It's like, alright, nobody wants to power scale Sonic? Alright. That's real material for me. I'm not complaining, obviously. But I can't wait to eventually do one because, I mean, that would just be fun, obviously. Especially growing up with it. Take lunch money if they dare to put him in a video without his consent. Yeah. Because that's another reason why you don't see me doing how strong is Super Goku? How strong is Vegeta? Because everyone has already done it before. Everyone has already done how strong is Naruto? How strong is Itachi? How strong is Madara? How strong is Gojo? I know it's easy to do what's currently trending, but I just can't do that. Because I know how I am. I know I can't, in good faith, give a satisfying conclusion that will meet expectations while at the same time not seem biased because of the fact there's not much material to work with. Because I know that's kind of the fun of it all, the discussion of hey, new chapter's coming out next week, let's talk about it. I get that point. It's just that I don't know. I just never grew up with that energy, I just can't feel I don't like to feel bound or not. I don't like to feel obligated to have to release a new weekly video to be hey, new episode come out. It changes everything. And then the next episode, oh my gosh, it changes the scaling once again. It's like, no, duh, it changes everything. It's not, we have 10 episodes of material. And then we're on to the 11th episode. Oh my gosh, more material. Like, yeah, no, duh. When you have so little to work with, no, duh is going to change everything. I will say that a lot of Sonic scalers say that the next game has this immeasurable speed feat, or speed further eclipse, by using a clip of Sonic getting his butt beaten. Nards is hyperverse because he splits the mood. Yeah, you learn when scaling Sonic that his speed is not very consistent. Oh, I'm well aware. You don't need to tell me. I already grew up with all the Sonic games. I've even like done an old... I have a really old research notes on the games. Obviously I'm gonna, when I eventually do a video on him, I will like completely revamp that notes to make sure I didn't miss anything or whatever, but I know the bullet points for sure. You know, that's why you don't see me power scaling Mortal Kombat to Outer Versal, because of stupid argumentations that is completely out of context. That is very disingenuous. But nonetheless, you know, when you try to apply consistency, they can still be strong without being, you know, a bit out of pocket. Naruto harder. Wait, what? Genuinely argue outer Naruto because of harder. Oh gosh. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I get it, favorite characters and all, but ugh. I think what I need to do more versus matchups. I think that's the reason why. Like, I'm sure people are happy seeing, you know, just how strong is this character, but I think people really do love the versus matchups. So maybe if I emphasize the whole this character versus this character, maybe I'll get more attention, but at the same time, it's not like I really care much about the attention. Let's see what's next. Let's see. Oh yeah, who was the one that suggested it? Oh, Catch Me If You Can. Okay. I got you, Abyss. I got you. Jim Cheecher's grandpa versus school janitor will be your next matchup. Yeah. The infinite above every villain's name is in the game doesn't even support this much when this guy gets tired from making a star. How am I supposed to believe he's supposed to sell ours? I mean, yeah. Oh, Sonic versus Goku. I mean, I will, no doubt. I think that's kind of the build-up. If Broly is not my magnum opus, it might as well be Goku versus Sonic. It's just that, obviously, if I'm that dedicated to make sure I put every effort to make a long-standing god-tier quality Broly video, you know dang well I have to do the same to my two heroes. Like, straight up. Like, just straight up, I have to put the same effort as Broly to the Sonic vs. Goku video. Maybe I can do something like a lower tier, like a, I don't know, I don't know, like a cartoon Sonic versus movie Kid Goku type of thing. I don't know, like, just a weird example, but you get what I mean. Super Sonic is a fraud, that's funny. I think definitely next year. Actually, yeah, I was gonna say, I think next year I have a few Dragon Ball videos coming out, or that I plan on making to bring out, but I think definitely in 2025 I will make a Sonic video come out, which is actually what I'm kind of promoting at the moment. I just need a mere $10 to get the research, or to get the material I need. Otherwise, yeah. I think I will be happy just knowing that I finally have a Sonic content in my channel. I'm not sure how well it's gonna do. I'm not sure if anyone's gonna care, but I don't care. I'ma still do it. The reason why I don't want to do a game Sonic is because A, it is the primary Sonic, so there's a lot of material besides games that I have to look into. And in Archie, it's just more so structure-wise, and plus I still have to read it through. But yeah. And I still gotta improve my editing game. Like to be fair, like even the top, like popular power scalers, they're not, you know, they're not going ham on them editing games, but you know, they still have a style. Or to be fair, they do hire people that has a well-established style. I'm trying to establish a style for myself, so yeah, I don't know when that Broly video will come out. I'm still... I know for a fact that by the time they finally get to the Oob recreation, I pray that I should be able to now tell myself, yes, I can do it now. Whether I do it or not, that's its own question, but yeah. Let's see. What's another good song? Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Goku low diffs Sonic because unlike him, he has a job and a house and doesn't crash out. Bruh. No, not the agenda, not the slaughter. Oh, now that I'm actually here. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do a live poll on the community tab. Sonic probably can't legally ride on plenty of roller coasters. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I got the man, I am the Mech Man. I got the master plan. Oy vey. Alright. Let's see. Oh shoot, I gotta get images. Dang it! Yeah, I'm gonna post another poll. I just need to get it set up real quick. Sure, why not? Boom. I'm actually curious what y'all are gonna say. Or what y'all are gonna choose. I may have to adjust my plans depending on what you guys have to decide it, but yeah. Why doesn't Eggman kill Knuckles for the Master Emerald? This is stupid. No, he got standards, bruh. Come on now. You crazy. You crazy. You can't do that. Alright, let's see. Oh, gosh dang it. It doesn't work as I intended, but whatever. Snap. I thought it would have worked. Gosh dang it. Alright, I gotta adjust it real quick. Boom. Oh, what the frick? Ah, gosh dang. Okay, I'll do it later. That's whatever. Let's see. What's another song? What's another good song? Ooh, City Escape, of course. Oh, jeez. I think another... Oh, yeah. For obviously, another reason why I want to do just Sonic materials, because people don't realize that Sonic is indeed just, like... I don't want to say he is, but he's kinda like a game equivalent shonen pro tag. Because, like, basically people, like, I think unfortunately when Toriyama passed away, one of the artists literally confirmed that the relationship between Sonic and Tails is that of Piccolo and Gohan. So there's, even from the core roots of its early era, it's very much been influenced by Dragon Ball. So it's no wonder that Sonic became infamous in many ways, but also why people often correlate it to Dragon Ball, because of just similarities to their characters and personalities and just concepts in general. Because you don't see that with, say, with Mario, because they're very just cartoonish and not, you know, they're not dialoguing every single time. They're not, you know, making internal conflicts. You know, there's none of that type of jazz. There can be some subtle moments here and there, but they are not as expressive or like story-driven compared to the likes of Sonic or Dragon Ball, you know. Hence why you see more of Sonic versus this thing or that thing than Mario versus this thing. Which is kind of I say impressive, because it obviously originated from a game material or game... in a game format that still became popular in a different format, you know? Because very rarely do characters go beyond their original niche, you know? Because you don't see people power scaling like Pac-Man versus, I don't know, Kratos, or you know what I'm saying? Well, not yet, you know, not for me, I don't know. But you do get what I'm saying. Oh yeah, they have different no, duh. I'm saying their attitude towards, I guess, the excitement of the adventure of things is very similar to an extent, obviously. They're still different characters entirely. It's just that the way they go about conflicts is very similar. Like, the perfect example of what I mean is, like, comparing Sonic from Frontiers versus Goku from the Moro arc. Like, despite literally dying, bros still continue to smile and just fight to the very end. Goku, likewise, was continuing to fight to the very end. but also recognizes that, hey, I care about my friends, I care about my family. Maris taught me to enjoy the excitement of the universe, and I gotta protect that which brings enjoyment to my life, right? So Sonic is doing the exact same thing. It's like, hey, I may be sassy, I may have an attitude, but when something is willing to threaten the very thing I enjoy, my freedom, the adventure, my friends, my planet and stuff, I'm willing to step in and actually stop it, rather than just being like, hey, don't do that, you know. Or just like how Goku says, like, hey, maybe if after a certain amount of times the villain is turned back to good, then hey, that's great. I was able to turn a villain into a hero, right? Well, Sonic is kind of the same. It's like, hey, there are sometimes I can just make an evil person turn good, you know? Which he has done a few times. Maybe not by himself, but just because of his influence towards his friends, it influenced others as well. Wait, is this an extent? Oh, okay. I think that's also why people like Sonic more than Mario, at least from a character standpoint, is because Mario is just, you know, save the princess, save the kingdom, and then be a good brother, right? But Sonic is like, hey, I can still be the hero, but I can still be selfish in a way, you know? I can still be a flawed character with his own likes and dislikes. Because he's not... He is more true to himself than trying to maintain this archetype or to maintain this identity that he himself doesn't even... could care less about, right? So I think that's the reason why I just really do like both characters. And to be fair, both are equally infamous with their overall quality, you know what I'm saying? Dragon Ball has its ups and downs, while Sonic has its own ups and downs, so... yeah. Oh, Toast? Toast even did a Goku vs Sonic? And yet it didn't get that much views. What the frick? Nah. Unacceptable. Using math to calculate which Sonic is the fastest. You can't. You're not supposed to. That's not how it works, bruh. Okay, let's put some cell themes. You know, dang whale. What I gotta put. Yes, sir. Back at it again. Goku would take Sonic's chili dogs. Nah. Well. Okay, maybe you would. Maybe he would, actually. Oh, that'd be funny. They have no talk no jutsu. They don't need talk no jutsu. Their actions alone is enough to talk no jutsu. So they're actually technically better than Naruto in a way, if you think about it. He didn't talk no jutsu Goku or Piccolo, but he was able to make him good anyways. He didn't really talk no jutsu Vegeta, yet he still made him good. Sonic, I mean, he didn't really talk no jutsu Knuckles, but was able to befriend him afterward. He definitely didn't. He didn't really talk no jutsu Shadow, yet he was still able to get along with him. Definitely Blaze. Oh yeah. Sage also technically just from his actions. Definitely Merlina. Shara. I mean, actually, no, they were friends since day one. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, I'm well aware of the Cell theme. Yeah. Talking about Jutsu Shadow. Yeah. I'm poor Amy, bruh. I genuinely thought that I was gonna like Archie Amy. Nah. I mean, thankfully she's currently a little bit more tolerable, but bruh, 200 chapters in, 200 plus actually, and my opinion is still about the same when it comes to Amy's character. I thought Amy from Archie would have been much better handled in the game compared to the games. Nope. She's still... yeah. Ooh. It's been a hot minute since I've heard of this one. Yes, sir. I want to hear this version. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's always a matter of when I gotta do this. Because I know for a fact I'm gonna do Sonic content. I need to tell myself when. Because the reason why I was confident to do movie scaling is because A, there's not much material to go over. But also B, I know what I'm talking about. Or I'm confident in knowing what I'm talking about. Or willing to admit what is open for interpretation and discussion and whatever. While still making a point at the very end. But with Sonic, I still got a lot of material to work with, so I still gotta tell myself, okay, do I have enough to make a video to make a conclusion, or to have an idea as to who they are, etc., etc. Because, again, I don't like to make videos just to be like, oh, yeah, I think they're kind of strong, and this is my headcanon multiplier, so I think they're kind of strong. We don't have anything to work with for their high perform, but let's just assume they're omniversal for some reason. It's like, no, that's... What's up, DJB? Nice to see you here. Maybe you have addressed it previously, but would Sonic not just be way too fast for Goku to comprehend due to having blatant and immeasurable speed scaling? No. No. Not inherently. Yeah, no. If we go with, yeah, for one, the base state will definitely not be to that level. Absolutely not. And Goku would be able to actually comprehend his speed and base. If we're talking about his super and high performance, then sure, then we're going somewhere. Like, I think the problem is people too often associate his super form to his base stats, when it's like, no, it's there's a reason why it's his super form, right? You know, it's like me trying to argue, oh well, Goku's omniversal because of MUI, but then it's like, okay, but what about his base form? It's like, no, his base form is not MUI level. That's why he has to transform to that level. Otherwise, what's the point of giving him a form if it doesn't really give him any much of a power boost, right? So, but yeah, now Goku can definitely comprehend Sonic's speed. You weren't specific, of course, but be it Game or Archie, Goku would actually be able to comprehend base Sonic speed. Probably in his super form is definitely when you actually have troubles. But if we're just talking about like standard base Sonic, nah, he actually be able to have an idea as to how, you know, quote unquote fast he is. Let's see, what's another theme I can work with? That is not copyrighted, of course. Yeah, sure, why not? There you go. Wait, what the frick? Excuse you? There's some new Xenoverse material already out? Hold on a second. What? Why did y'all not tell me? What the heck? Oh my gosh, it already came out a few days ago. Oh, okay. Now we got some new material to work with. Okay. Finally, this stream is going somewhere. All right, I'm going to live stream this. I think this will be the last thing for me to do for the stream, and then I'm going to just end it. Oh my gosh. Why did y'all not tell me we had new material? What the heck? Y'all know I'm always trying to be up to date with the things. What the heck? Y'all failed. Y'all failed me. What the heck? Y'all had one job. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let me get it out on stream. Hopefully it works. Y'all can see it? Okay, cool. Let me remove the chat box real quick. I don't keep up with Xenoverse, my bad. Nah, I'm just kidding. Alright, well, hey, we got new material, guys. I'm gonna live react to it. See what we have in store. Shout out to the boy CJR Gaming. I actually have used some footage from him, I believe, for some of my videos. Represent the boy. Actually, did I script? Oh, I'm gonna subscribe right now before I get called out. Actually, yeah, I forgot that the live stream is not gonna be that great because of my bad internet, but we'll work with it. All right, let's just skip to the good part. Oh, dang, that's a nice background. I gotta use that. Okay, ugh. It's the worst character ever. Alright, let's get on with it.
Oh, man. So that's how the future looks, huh? Wow. This is getting interesting and all. But I can't sit back and watch.
I'm at 2 times the speed, just to...
So, let's get this thing going.
I've always hated Few. I never liked this character, bro. I can't stand this character. I hated him. I hate him, bro. I do not like his character. First of all, I hate his design. I hate his, like, look. Like, his shirt is, and his yellow pants is so disgusting. I can't stand him. I never liked him at all.
And if anyone interferes, I'll have to tweak my approach a little bit.
Like, I'm not... is there, like, a good comparison? Or, like, an equivalent as to why I hate him? I gotta think about it a little hard. But, yeah, I just never liked this character at all. I can't stand him. Alright, let's just... Yep, skip up. Okay, so that's intro. Cool, cool, cool.
Hey, what's up, stranger? Sorry for disappearing on you last time.
Shut up.
We had a bit of interference before I could show you the future, so I'm calling on you again.
Oh, yay.
Trust me, I'm a guy who always keeps his promises. Now, come with me.
Hate him, bro. I can't stand him.
Nice. This spot looks about right. Alrighty. Thanks for following me all the way out here. I mean that. Full disclosure, anywhere probably would have been okay. But, I figured we'd need the space so he could use his full strength, you know?
Oh, snap. Dang!
You got the moves! I mean, that didn't even touch you! You're something else. A real model time patroller. But, that's even more reason for me to keep you nice and quiet.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay, but why, though? Okay, but why, though? Oh, Numbs, why do you hate him? What do you think? He's being a troll. Freaking jerk. Yeah, he's literally a Redditor. Sorry if it buffers on y'all's side. I'm sorry. There's not much I can do about it. Blame my internet, I guess. Yeah, he's literally a self-insert Redditor. Like, there's nothing to do about him. I hate him, bro. Jiren's energy is greater than I could have imagined. I can't wait to test its limits. This is gonna be good. Okay.
I can't wait to test its limits. This is gonna be good. Well, he is tough, ain't he? You thinking about throwing in the towel yet? Nah, just kidding. Of course you're not. I'll keep sticking around until the end.
I can't stand him, bro. I hate him so much.
Uh-oh. I didn't think a god of destruction would come after me. Tyrant's too much to be stopped by anyone now. Just who are you? Either way, he got an emergency situation. So lend me a hand.
It's so weird having Belmont as a character in Xenoverse. It's like not a character you expect to be like a playable like character, to say the least.
I think it's time for a tactical retreat. Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh.
That heathen.
Also, oh my gosh, I just realized. Hold on, so okay, granted they did retreat it, but technically he threw hands against a god of destruction. I'm just saying, like, I don't want. I'm gonna just let those implications just do its thing. All right.
Well, what do you want? I got my hands full if you can't tell. Suppose there's no going after him right now. In that case, why don't you fill me in on what's happening? So, according to you, this Few guy is a Demon Realm researcher. And your mission as a time patroller is to hunt down Few and the rest of his ilk. Well, I'll give it to you straight. No mortal can take on Jiren. Certainly not the way he is now. But if you insist on such a foolish endeavor, you might as well test your strength against me, a god of destruction.
Was his voice always like that? I don't recall his voice being like that.
I'll be as brutal as he. If you can't overcome me, you must hand over your tail. This is pointless, you know?
Okay, see, the Time Patroller throwing hands against a god of destruction is not that surprising. But, you know.
You have more than just blind heroism. No, you've got what it takes to see your mission through. All right, I'll allow you to help. Oh, you want to know why I'm here? Is that it? It all started when the Pride Troopers went rogue one day and began destroying the whole town, attacking its citizens. Shortly after that, they found their way to other universes, and my search for the troops led me here.
Oh, what are we doing? We're currently live reacting to the newest DLC for Xenoverse 2.
We got company, but it's not Jiren. This energy.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it came out
So this is where
a few days ago.
You've got some explaining to do. Oh, hey. Well, hello to you two. So what do I owe the displeasure?
What spoilers? Is there some? Is there gonna be some like outer versal feed or something? Hold on, I can. Oh dang. Okay. I can upgrade it a little bit in terms of quality.
Hey, do me a favor and recall your promise. Watch where you're aiming next time. So this is your own fault.
So it's just mostly them just fighting around. Okay, I guess.
Why you came here?
Dang, that is bright as heck. Why?
Beerus, Trumpa, start talking. What's this all about?
Don't play dumb. It's those damn fighters of yours. The, Pride Troopers or whatever.
Those makeshift superheroes are running wild on Earth, and we're the ones paying the price for their rampage.
What?
He said, I think half the food's no good now, but it's now impossible to get what's left. And I'll have you know, I came all the way to Universe 7 to eat my fill of Earth's treats, and I can't eat anymore.
It's not what you think. They're not doing this because they want to. Fio's the one controlling them.
Well, he's got some nerve turning heroes into villains. Huh. How ironic fate can be. Wanting to help your subordinates is commendable, but you shouldn't have.
I hate if there's one thing I hate is like before I get it that they were like, oh yeah, you know, Dark Key takes them over their minds, and then it's like, oh well, but Goku was protected because of his God Key, but then it's like, well then you're telling me that unless you're a destroyer or God Key, you can't be controlled by them, even though there's a few times it seems like you can be.
Kept us in the dark.
Like, I don't get it.
Universe 11's problem, and my burden alone to bear. Also, you were that pissed over some measly food? Measly food? You realize this happened because you were slacking on the job, right?
Yeah, when it comes to...
Oh, that hurts me so much. Beerus better shut up his mouth because he is also as lazy as heck.
some good grub, I'd do anything.
They're getting pretty worked up. At this rate, you might be the least of our worries.
No, this is perfect. If we play our cards right, we can make the gods of destruction our allies in this mission. Not only that, we'll be able to keep an eye on them so they don't destroy Jiren.
Bruh, they didn't even put the text in the same framing. Oh, that's hilarious.
Can't have them listing willy-nilly.
I know how that feels, I'm gonna be honest though.
Gentlemen, no need to get upset. If it's food you want, we'll get you some tasty stuff for sure.
Huh? You're serious?
Sure, we'll throw you the most delicious. We're preparing it for you. You might be so kind as to help us out just a tiny bit, right? And food like Earth's is so hard to come by.
Oh, I get it. I see what you're doing. You want me to
Oh, come on now, Time Patrol Beerus. You gotta protect the Earth. I know it's nummy goodies you and I covered so much. Oh no! Universe 7's really got it rough, doesn't it? Oh well, glad it's got nothing to do with me.
You sure about that, pal? Your universe is right next door. If anything, it's more than likely to be the next target. You know, I could just let events take their course. I bet you don't even believe you could beat Jiren.
Oh dang! Oh dang!
That guy, in fact, I would stomp him flat in a heartbeat.
Them fighting words.
Let's clean up this mess then, and let's do it quickly. Beerus, Jiren and the Pride Troopers are not to be destroyed. You understand me, yes? Huh? Oh, yeah. Just don't get on my case, you got it?
Oh snap. Oh heck no. Wait, hold on, let me guess. Is Jiren with the Ultra, whatever it's called, Loki gonna throw hands against 3 gods of destruction at the same time? Cause if so, oh man, we super fans are gonna be eaten tonight. Oh man, we're gonna be eating today, bro. Woo boy. I'm just saying. I'm just speculating, of course, but if that happens, oh man.
You were so powerful.
The GT fans are gonna be crying, bruh. Alright, let's get blah blah blah.
But why did Jiren come here?
Hey, Belmont. All your people are wreaking havoc. It seems Casserole and some others have been attacking West City. I'd wager they've probably been brainwashed like Jiren. So I told Goku and his friends to head over and take care of them. Likely they're all spread out, but Jiren, Toppo, and Dispo, I'll leave to you.
Where are the 3 of them hanging around? And more importantly, what are they doing?
Well, Andre beat. Time for a nap after all that hard work.
Bruh.
Anyway, you take it from here. Whis, got the transmission.
Whis. Whis. Got the transmission.
Emma, what's the matter?
Over there. Here, Toppo, Dispo.
Oh dang.
Remember who you really are. You're superheroes, not supervillains.
We remember quite well, Lord Belmont. For at this moment, we are being more heroic than ever.
Oh snap.
And we've only just begun. So you sit back and witness the heroes before you.
The power of our justice is supreme, and you'll soon see how we exterminate evil.
I already know there's no convincing you otherwise. Because something sinister has warped your thoughts and ideals. But still. As one of the gods of Universe 11, this is my duty. I will correct your mistakes and return you all to normal.
Okay, respect. Okay. Some characterization for Belmont. That's actually pretty cool. Also, that's pretty insane. He's like, Topo is getting a God of Destruction amp form on top of a supervillain amp. Like, that's pretty crazy.
The personification of justice? Not even you, Lord Belmont, can be forgiven for that.
Snap back to reality. Oh, snap.
I only came to this crap planet because you asked me to, Jiren. Oh, duh. Get it now. Those guys are the great evil that's spread in this world, right?
No.
What?
What?
It's not them. What are you even talking about? Could it be someone stronger?
Great evil. Who could they be talking about? You might not know exactly good judges of what's considered good or bad.
Is it Goku? I don't know. Let's see. Skip to the good part.
Jiren, the rest is up to you.
Good. Now only Jiren's got to take care of.
Oh, that's actually a pretty cool background, not gonna lie.
What's strange? Is there something else bothering you, Lord Belmont?
If their goal was to conquer this planet, they would have already, but they didn't tear through the populated cities. They'd have known that was their best line of attack. Instead, they chose the middle of nowhere.
Then they
Ability that makes sense.
Yo! Took so long.
Goku, I thought you were protecting the town.
Yeah, but then Lord Beerus had Vegeta and Piccolo cover that area. So now I'm here to help out with taking down Jiren.
Is he the main target or something? Like I don't get it. Oh snap! We got CGI cutscene.
Goku, I know your strength. You have what it takes to stop me, don't you?
Yeah, you bet I do, Jiren.
Oh snap! Oh okay. I thought he was gonna go MUI for a sec.
Take him out for us, Jiren. For justice.
For justice.
Seize this predator and rid it of all evil.
Say your thing.
Okay, so we got Goku Strength was crab.
Without question. Wait, could this have been Jiren's goal all along? He came to Earth seeking someone with the power to stop him. That's true. Deep down, Jiren never lost sight of the truth. Even at this moment while he's out of his mind.
So the great evil that Jiren's talking about is actually Goku because he's the only one who can stop it.
It makes sense. Since the other he must have convinced him to come to Earth under that roof.
I'm worried. No one's on the field yet, but they possibly
That still doesn't make any sense though. It's like what the heck?
true enough. We need to deal with Jiren for us first. Deal with our next problem to solve.
I will say that's still
As we shine the
That's still pretty impressive for Belmont to note of Goku's growth since the Tournament of Power.
Look at them.
Could it really be? Is Fuse hold on Jiren starting to weaken?
This is not who I am.
Question from DJB. Xenoverse scaling should not impact Super, right? They're not the same. I mean, yeah, I know. I'm just making the joke. It's just, that's the joke, all right? Don't worry.
I think they're back to normal.
We've committed unspeakable acts. I am truly ashamed, Lord Belmont.
Oh, they're back to normal. Okay.
Stray this far from the path of justice.
You've done some serious damage to the multiverse, but still, I'm...
Okay. All right, so everyone calm down. Calm down. They didn't actually cause severe damage to the multiverse. They already said he didn't destroy or targeted like cities and stuff, so no. I mean, they can be multiversal, but don't take this comment out of context. All right, please, for the love of gosh.
I owe you many thanks for this.
No problem. And the bonus is we got to have our rematch, Jiren. It was
Bit, have you?
Thank goodness. It seems like after Jiren's brainwashing let up, Dispo and Taco were...
Okay.
Make sure they're all safe.
Lord Beerus.
Well, good. And you know, after all this trouble I went through, you better remember to pay up. No one had to be destroyed, right? I mean, I would have wiped out the troopers if necessary, but you can thank Earth's warriors for their safety.
Yeah, that's true. I
am
forgot.
grateful for all you have done for us.
Yeah, I forgot. We were indeed robbed of a Beerus versus Jiren fight. That sucks.
Sorry, folks. Your happy ending's been denied. Because I'm not done yet. If they still don't have enough energy, then... Heads up!
What?
Jiren!
I really? Bro, really decided not to dodge that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh dang. We got hyper villain Jiren. I forgot the transformation name. Ultra super villain? I forgot. Well, I don't know, something like that.
You alright? Say your prayers.
Speaking my name. In the end, you all drop my lies. The weak are evil and without worth.
Dang.
You're talking nonsense.
Salute. Jiren! I was planning to do a lot more than this, especially by the time anyone got worn out. I was gonna supercharge the troopers like crazy, really give them an extra power to run wild with.
Run wild with them. No, I think we're all here.
Oh, you good. You gonna lecture me all day again? Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, even I noticed that he was acting out of character, quote unquote. Not that he was even in character to begin with.
Hey, this is no time to be dawdling. Gotta eliminate the evil weaklings and all that, right? Let's see, maybe start with that town over there? That is chock full of cowards who run screaming at the first sign of a fight.
Ugh, I gotta stop it. You can't. You can barely stand the way you are. I'll take care of this.
Shouldn't you be a good patroller and go help him save all those townspeople yourself? Doesn't matter. Jiren's stronger than a god of destruction now, and you're obviously no match for someone like that.
Oh, gosh dang it. Gosh dang it.
Right?
Man.
Well, you'll never know unless you try, so let's prove him wrong. Oh boy, reckless as always, aren't you, pal?
Yeah, that's kind of upsetting. They're not actually above the gods of the ship. Shut up.
You were so powerful. How pleasant.
That's unfortunate. Alright, let's... Are we getting to the good part now? Yeah, that's definitely upsetting, to say the least. I will say that.
You got some misguided intentions here, Jiren. Sorry, but I'm afraid I can't let you do this. Nor can I. You've thrashed about in my universe for long enough, and now you're going to pay the price.
Oh, snap. We're finally getting the 3v1. Or 5v1.
But this is the end of the line.
Also, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if this is a weird, like, glitch from his video, or this is actually how it's like, but man, that looks weird.
On and on, you continue to stand in my way. Evil-hearted weaklings like you do not deserve to live.
Deserve to live? Who are you to decide that? You really are talking nonsense.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
Lord Beerus, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think this has gone on long enough.
What happened? What's going on? What's... Oh.
So, Hakai.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, snap.
Yo, what's the matter with you, Beerus? I told you before you can't destroy them, remember?
Hey, that's no good!
Oh, dang. He's pulling a Frieza, bro.
He absorbed it. Insolent little punk.
Ah, Beerus! You shouldn't have held back!
Gosh dang it, they always word it so differently. Why? Just say he's using full power.
Oh, shut up. I was trying not to destroy the Earth in the process, stupid.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Even a god of destruction's power isn't enough. Jiren, you're too amazing for words.
Yeah, but he just said he was holding back. Bro, he really is a Redditor. He doesn't care.
Oh, so you're just a klutz then? Alright, let a real destroyer show you how it's done.
Bro, imagine they do like a triple combo.
Use less power, or else you'll wipe out the planet.
Dang! Bruh!
The hell are you aiming at? Are you trying to destroy Earth or what?
Hey, come on! What do you expect me to do? He'd just absorb a weaker one? Get real! You think a mortal can stop him? Destroying this planet is our only option! Hey, Belmont, you get where I'm coming from, right? We're not gonna be able to just make nice with him, not like this.
Yeah, but if we do this, Jiren will...
I can't take Belmont seriously with his clown face like that. Oh my gosh.
warrior out there than Jiren. It'd be a huge loss for Universal Legends. We can't lose it.
Oh, you'll be fine. Besides, it's not that god of destruction candidates.
That's not the freaking point. Jiren is a true hero. His whole life, he's always fought for the sake of the cause. If a fall as a villain would be a tragedy.
Maybe you have a better idea? Because destroying Earth is the fastest and easiest solution.
Hey, you never just get the breeze about another guy's universe.
Everybody calm down.
I love how they operate together.
Where the Earth seems to be overthrowing He's the right thing to do. And he's the combat. He's of the opinion it would be quicker to destroy Earth or even the entirety of Universe 7. While the Belmont really doesn't want to end the gen at all. Possible. He wants to get us back to take. I understand. So, that's the plan for Universe 7. Just know, good. I know we're in there. And I'm on the same page. But I believe in your ultimate responsibility.
I mean, was that not the obvious solution? I'm just saying.
Okay, I think it's about time I add myself to the mix. The headliner has arrived. Though, I might just sitting back and watch the show. Since you're all trying way harder than I expected, guess I got no choice. Whoa, you're here too? Look, I'm busy with Jiren right now.
It's your turn now to roll it. You gotta hurry. Back up Goku.
Oh, snap. Oh, okay, okay.
Guys already healed up?
Yes, I'm not in top 4 quite yet, but I'm well enough to fight on.
I'm still upset they had to keep downplaying the gods. It's like, come on, just let them surpass them for once. Oh, snap.
I destroyed this universe, and I get... We don't have to destroy it. There's something else. Your strength, it's out of this world. But Jiren's only getting started. You better watch yourself.
Okay, we're almost to the good part, supposedly. I don't even know what's going on at this point.
Is this truly all I have left?
What the hell?
Bro, I hate his model. His model looks so goofy and garbage.
No way! Could this be from the energy he absorbed earlier? This is even better than I imagined! He truly has the power of a god! Mortals can't touch him!
So did he just...
This outcome was the only possibility.
So he got amps from Beerus's Hakai energy? What the frig?
Why not just quit and go home? Everything will be fine. Trust me.
Oh my gosh, I can't stand
You
Few.
really intend to fight me, knowing that you're just another weakling, nothing but a single solitary mortal. If you insist, then I have no choice but to break your fragile spirit.
Oh, this one's spirit isn't so fragile. But I'm fascinated to see how this fight will go.
I swear to gosh. I swear to gosh.
There is no easy solution. It's true. You are merely a mortal. Yet you can go toe-to-toe with someone like Jiren. We really gotta stop leaving the face of entire universes to mortals.
Yeah, you little show-off! Don't you try to upstage me, or you'll regret it!
You need a little reminder as to why the gods should be feared.
Wait, what? What? Okay, now the gods are just gonna fight the pro tags?
Not even of you. Soon the gods themselves will yield before my justice.
Really? I'll be sure to commend you for that.
Okay, so... Alright. Oh gosh, dang it.
Aggravation is person letter.
You might be a tad impressive, but you're not attached to the fight you
Okay, and then what happens next? Get to the good part, bro.
I'm not going to lose. No one will defeat me ever again.
Oh dang, that was fast.
Well done, Jiren. Should have known you'd still have this much power left over.
Deflect it or cancel it out. Either option's going to bring about a world of pain. No other choice. We have to destroy Jiren. Don't do it. No other way. I know it has to. What the? Have you gone in?
Defy a god of destruction. Please forgive me. And you feel the same way.
I don't call myself a hero or anything. Not like you guys. But still, I made a promise, and I'm keeping it. Yeah?
Oh snap.
I can't believe he's going toe-to-toe with Jiren.
Dang, okay.
I don't understand. What was it that sparked this in you? No matter. Struggle as you may, you're still nothing but a weakling. Why don't you stop this and just surrender to me?
He says he's a weakling, knowing dang well he's equally matching him in a lesser form. Like, seriously.
Jiren, we're gonna have a problem if you forget about me.
You are so gonna get it!
No respect for the gods.
This is not going the way I planned.
What even were you planning to begin with?
Their energies are getting dangerously close to their limit.
Oh snap.
Whoa. Is that? Instinct is back.
Time to fulfill my promise, Jiren.
That aura sound effect is so weird. Like that aura, like audio effect is so weird to hear it all the time.
You know, a lot has changed since you last fought. My power is different now. That is the only thing that matters.
Oh, okay. And then
Every time pursuit is justice itself. This isn't mine. Jiren, stop this! Defeat equates to becoming a weakling. And if I am a weakling, then I would be better off dead.
I see. Your inner nature still hasn't changed. Warrior, first and foremost. For like this.
I hope you're right. Thank goodness.
was that really it? Oh my gosh. Bro, that was a whole lot of nothing.
Just fine.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? Is that really all you've got to say?
Yes, that's how I feel, Champa. Jeez.
Lord Beerus, Lord Champa, thank you so much for your help, both of you.
Oh my
I
gosh.
promise your delicious feast has been prepared without a hitch. I like me some bottomless ham with catering.
Really? Why didn't you say so? If we don't hurry back, they'll eat it all.
Last one, there's a rotten egg!
Ow, you cheater!
That, wow.
It's over. You and Goku did wonderfully. The day is saved. And kudos to those other warriors. They did a great job too.
I just realized that Topo's still in his god form.
All thanks to you. Hard to believe this was that crystal's fault and not Jiren. Peculiar.
Yeah, I'm just glad things turned out okay in the end. The whole thing was an all-or-nothing situation, you know?
That doesn't begin to describe it. But an all-or-nothing situation is what got the job done, I suppose.
Wow. So, yeah, that was just a whole lot of nothing in the end of the day. Also, it's buffering on my side. Gosh dang it. What happened, video? Gosh dang it. What's the ending? Alright. Yeah, obviously Few is going through some weird transition, I
Now,
guess,
that's weird.
with his Dark
I
Crystal.
was pretty dang sure I'd perfectly hidden my presence. Hate to disappoint you, but getting caught doesn't fit into my schedule.
Influenced by your own experiments, aren't you? You towed the line with your past exploits.
Is that what you think? You really are a time. You wouldn't.
Did
With those crystal.
So yeah, more a whole lot of nothing. Wow, that was so disappointing, bro. Jeez, man, that was so disappointing. Gosh dang it. At least I had more to say with the Broly one, but this one was so boring. My gosh. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, nah. Yeah, that was boring. Alright, let's put back some... I don't know. Some songs. What's it? Yeah, let's put some Bio-Lizard theme on. There you go. So, what do y'all think? Personally, that was boring as heck. That was so lame. Yeah, that was a pretty mid freaking DLC. I guess it's short. I mean, sorta, but not really. Because they were constantly emphasizing, like, oh, we don't want to destroy the planet. We don't want to destroy the universe. we don't want to lose our food, and oh, but that was just me holding back. Oh, but the explosion was kind of going crazy, and then the Goku kind of was holding it off. It's like, ugh. Yeah, that was lame. I mean, there was kind of characterization with Belmont, but yeah, that was dumb. Yeah, no, I mean, again, I try my best to look at it from both a narrative perspective and a scaling perspective. Scaling perspective wise, nothing really like new, really worth pointing out or calling out. Narrative wise, it's still just as mid as ever. I mean, again, there's some Belmont characterization, but including Beerus and Champa didn't really help out. Also, we kind of already saw Topo being evil from a previous DLC, so like that's nothing new. Also, technically, Jiren was also evil in the Infinite History with Goku Black, so yeah, so literally this entire DLC was already just repeat. And I cannot stand Few. Why do you hate Few? Because he's annoying. He adds no substance, man. He's just like, oh hey, I'm here to cause issues cause my experiment though, and then that's it. Like, what I can't stand is the fact that he wants to research, but then what's the point of the research? Because he's curious, okay, but what goes beyond the curiosity? Because at least with Goku, you can say, oh, well, he wants to get stronger, but he also wants to be a better himself, right? And he indirectly can also protect his family, right? But for Few, it's like, what else is beyond that, I guess that hobby, you know? There's just nothing beyond that. The Boro was wasted potential in the original series. I mean, yeah. Like, even at Heroes, he's not that, like, great. Or he's not even that much better. Because, like, with Hearts, he's like, bro, I want to destroy Zeno because I want the mortals to be free. But he learned his lesson and was like, hey, you know what? Maybe they already were free. Because they don't need to follow him to begin with, right? Demigra, he's typical, I want to just rule everything, control to my will, blah, 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 whatever. Same goes for Majin and Zara, but, like, Fuse just... He's... Like, that's what I don't get. It's like... He's trying to research, but then in Heroes, it's like, oh yeah, I want to create a new universe, but then I want to become the new Dark King, but not really. But I'ma still just do it just because I can. Like, I hate him. I just can't stand it because he just doesn't have a purpose. He's just there just to cause ruckus for the sake of causing a ruckus. He's a literal troll. That's literally the best way to describe it. He's just a troll. That's why I can't stand his character, because he just doesn't have much value. At least with every other character, they have, like, more conflicts going on with one another, but with Fuse, just, oh, we just gotta fix up his mess because he's making a mess. Let's see, what's I'm gonna end it in a bit. We'll stay a little bit longer, but I'm gonna end it in a bit. Let's see. What's another good song? What's another good song? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Ugh. That was There are times where I like my job, there are times where I don't, and that's just one of those examples, so I just do not care. Oy vey. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not sure what anyone who does quote-unquote like or has any fascination for Few, but I just don't see it. Like, I can sort of get the idea, but it's just not well executed, man. It's just not well done. Because, like, Demigra and Xenoverse 1 is like, yeah, I want to be the new Keeper of Time or whatever. Or with Mira Toa, it's like, yeah, we want to be the new ruler. We're tired of being the second fiddle demons and nothing more. We want to be beyond that. Even Few in the Bora DLC is like, yeah, I don't want to be the king of the demon world or whatever. I just want to do my research. It's like, okay, but then why do you just still constantly mess with the time patrollers at that point? So stupid. Oh. Whoops, I almost forgot. I accidentally removed the chat box, my bad. Most of these villains, if they succeed, probably won't even know what to do if they actually got their goal. Probably. I don't know. Some of them know what they want to do, some of them don't, but it is what it is. But either way, I'm just glad I was able to get that through because man, oh man, I would not normally do that by myself, just watching it through, but man, I had to. Just to let y'all know what we've been cooking up. That's also kind of the reason why it makes it hard for me to always repeat Xenoverse or hero scaling, because it's a lot of fluff that you have to really focus on the actual details. Heroes is the best Heroes villain, not gonna lie. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's not like you got much options. Few is definitely the worst. Majin Ozato is kind of interesting, but it's kind of like second last. Demigra, just because I guess he kind of started it first with Xenoverse 1. And then, yeah, that's basically it. And then Michiko Deborah, he's just, yeah, you're not given much options. So unironically, Hearts is like just the best, just because he actually has the development. Well, it is what it is. It'd be like that sometimes. But you never know. I mean, I think Sonic would totally slap the heck out of all of Heroes, no doubt. He would just no diff. 100%. Totally no cap. Sonic when a random blast from base cooler hits him, yeah. Yeah, it's still crazy just knowing how absurd a scaling can go for most people. Like, again, to an extent, I understand where some people are coming from, but I'm just like, bro, that's not how it works. People need to calm the heck down. And it's not just a Sonic thing, it's also a Goku thing. or just everything in general. Maffa butt to the face, yeah. I will say, at the very least, when it comes to Broly, I'm just glad Xenoverse is one of my least issues to be concerned about. It's definitely not one of the things I'm currently focused on, so that's a positive for me. Yeah, I think it just mostly stems from the original story. I'm just like, can we just please get to the very end to recreate Oob and then just finally move on? Because I know at some point I will have to like just create it even if new material comes out for Broly, but I still want it to feel more a fitting conclusion rather than just abruptly do it now. Sonic never has to train. He just is. He just gets stronger as he does things. I will say that from just a standard topic, Sonic versus Goku definitely handles them quite a bit. It's just that the reason why Sonic is given any like room for support is because of those weird inconsistencies regarding his scaling. Because again, because of how the framework of gameplay concessions apply towards the story, it's hard to really establish a consistent basis to the characters. So that's why we sort of like, whether intentionally or unintentionally, give them his high-end feats that may not be consistently accurate based on what the authors wanted them to do originally. Alright, so it's kind of like how the Kratos thing is like, oh well, he can destroy a multiverse, but he can't even punch through a chest, you know, it's that type of thing. So it's like, well, Sonic is consistently probably like wall level, city block level, but because of these weird inconsistencies of his story narrative, he's somehow Universal Plus because stupid outliers and misinterpretations and stuff. I mean, to be fair, Sonic does... Invulnerability can be a hacks. It's just that even in fiction, there are ways to bypass the hacks ability. So even if Sonic is super and has the invulnerability hacks, there are characters in fiction, not just Goku, but other characters that can bypass his invulnerability. Especially when in the very Sonic verse, there are characters that literally bypass the super form regardless. Or can negate it. So it's like, yeah. Alright, I think just a few 5 more minutes and then I'm gonna head out. Who do you like more as a character, Sonic or Goku? Nah, it's definitely gotta be Goku. 100%. Because Supersonic when Sage Naruto Frog strikes him, bruh. The reason why is because, I mean, for one, he was just around longer, but also the second reason is because Goku's progression is more noticeable, where Sonic is more, I don't want to say he like plateaued or he doesn't grow, but it's hard to really justify. But I think the main issue with, well, actually, okay, to be fair, both of them have the same problem, because both Goku and Sonic originate from Japan, and when they became localized, they both suffer from the American localization. That's why we have the whole Superman Goku archetype from Funimation, or the you know, the Sonic Bible, or especially the Archie, or like the Saturday cartoons representation of Sonic, that is completely far from the actual representation of the characters. But that said, the reason why I prefer Goku over Sonic is just more so because of his actual development over the years. Yeah, there's an actual Sonic. I haven't personally read it, but basically, I think the Sega of America created their own Sonic Bible that is meant to be like a backstory of like what Sonic was supposed to be. That's why we get the whole like, oh, Sonic was actually a hedgehog, Eggman was actually a regular scientist that turned evil, that type of jazz. Yeah, but obviously that never originated from Japan, so it's just an American canon thing, not an actual official Sonic thing. Yeah, it's hard to explain, because they do have their similarities, but Goku just has more of that growth that I prefer to support over Sonic, you know? Actually, you know what? If I think, here's another reason. I think it's because Goku is more sociable than Sonic, if that makes sense. Because Sonic, he prefers to go at his speed. He rides with the wind. He prefers his freedom. He doesn't like to be, he doesn't like to be in a relationship. That's why he's not with Amy or whatever. He doesn't want to settle down. He doesn't want to be, in Sonic X, he doesn't want to be constantly nagged about, hey, where are you at and stuff. He does his own thing. But Goku, he's okay with having a family. He's okay with being friendly with his friends. He's okay with doing things he's not really comfortable doing, right? Goku still is selfish, and stuff, but Goku still has that friendly attitude, that welcoming family energy, where Sonic, he is just, he is a independent teen, right? Hence why I just I look up to Goku more as a person compared to Sonic. Not to say that Sonic doesn't have his qualities, but Goku is more relatable than Sonic, in my opinion. And it's not to say that Goku hasn't made his fair share of mistakes, but, I mean, so has Sonic, and at least Goku learns from them, whereas Sonic is like, sometimes he does, but it takes a minute for him to understand it and stuff, so. That's also kind of, I personally never was a huge fan of the English localized version of Sonic. I was never a huge fan of Set AM Sonic or Adventures of Cartoon Sonic or even Sonic Underground. I was just never a huge fan of the Jaleel White representation of Sonic. Not to say he didn't have his cool moments or like his personal moments, but Yeah, for 3 hours, I know. I'm about to end it in a bit, I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you everybody. Truly, I had my fun. I just wanted to relax. Sonic needs to be humbled. I mean, he already has. It's just, personally, I don't blame it on Sonic. I blame it on the writers. I don't know why. Apparently, I didn't realize this, but they hired writers that literally knew nothing about Sonic. They just watched the cutscenes to get an idea of his character. And I'm like, really? You hire these random writers who are not even Sonic fans to write the story? Like, seriously? Like, that's why people have, like, issues with the whole representation of his character, from Colors to Generations to especially Lost World. with the whole Tails relationship, which even I found it to be extremely cringe and honestly, like, not even worth our time. It was like, it was painfully, like, cliche, basically. Oh, and that was the end of the song, too. Alright, that's cool. I think that's a good way to start it, or end it out. Alright, I think that's good enough for me. 3 hours, we already talked a lot. I already learned a lot from Xenoverse. Not really, quote-unquote, but I still had fun chilling out with everybody. Love Sonic Underground as a kid, but yeah, it's not the greatest now. Yeah, it was horrible. Super fun. That would be, that would be crazy. All right, but anyways, thank you guys. I just wanted to do an update stream just because it's been a while since I've done anything. I'm so sorry for the long delay of my videos, and I know it's a troll move, but yes, that's all you're getting. Goku Jr., my bad. It's too bad, so sad, boohoo. But otherwise, I'm still enjoying my ride. Getting into Sonic material, so I can't wait to eventually do Sonic videos. Maybe they won't be popular, but I don't care. Maybe as long as I put the effort in, I'm sure people will enjoy it nonetheless. And likewise, I can't wait to do more Dragon Ball content, so that would be fun as well. Huzzah. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming again. We'll see, but otherwise, thank you guys. Hope you have a great day. And take care. Bye-bye.